Hello. We're back. No, don't you fucking dare. Oh, I said it. So much for 2 minutes. Welcome back to Bloodpunk. This is episode 9. It was crazy. It's already episode 9. It feels like it's no time has passed, but it sure has. Of course, we have a couple of sponsors. One of which is Warrior Prince 3D. Who would like to talk about Warrior Prince 3D?
Warrior Prince 3D is your one-stop shop for all your 3D printing needs, from cosplay items to terrain to miniatures and anything you can think of, really, that you could put onto a 3D printer that you could have at your table in your home. Richard is a friend of mine. I do loads of shows with him, and he prints many, many different things for me. And the quality of his prints is, I think, unparalleled by anybody else. And please go check them out. If you go to their Etsy, which is etsy.com/Warrior Prince 3D, you can use code TOTHESTARS to get 10% off your order. But in his vast catalogue of things, if there are things there that you cannot see, go to his Instagram @Warrior Prince 3D, send him a little message, and I'm pretty sure he will be able to find you something that fits the bill. As always, thank you, Warrior Prince 3D. You are an absolutely incredible gentleman. You are a tremendous human being, and we love having you as a sponsor of the show.
Agreed, absolutely agreed. And along with Warrior Prince 3D, we have the likes of the Roll and Play Press for all your little D&D needs, for any quick names and such that you may forget to improvise or can't improvise in the moment, instead of just coming up with things like Jerry and Larry and Larry, and just alliteration like that, because that's me.
Steve Galatron.
Technically, it's assonance.
If you use our little code Dragonborn10 for Roll and Play Press, you can get a little 10% off for any books that you buy. We have some more sort of exciting things coming up. Can't really talk much about it at the minute, but you know, just keep an eye out on the old socials, because you know, little things coming. But also, we have merch.
We do.
And not only do we have merch, we have a new merch.
Oh shit!
I can't see.
Oh, yeah!
Nice, excellent.
Oh, look, we're both on it. See?
I'm going to let you read this, because this is Steph's design, so I'm going to let her tell
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was during a session, actually. Because obviously, if you've been keeping up with the stream, the Grand Advisor is obviously very prone to olives. So we've got a nice little vampiric bite with a tasty little olive treat. This is the Grand Advisor shirt. So
it is live now.
It is live now. Get it from www.dragonbornindustries.com.
There it is. Look.
And while you're there, why not have a look at some of the other stuff we've got on there? We've got Starfinder merch, we've got mugs, we've got t-shirts. Ian's got his sexy little tags on there.
Yes.
So yeah, go give us your money.
Give us your money.
Please.
We don't make anything doing this. So just, and actually, in all fairness, if you do want to buy some merch, it's fine. We actually don't really see much of a return from merch, but what's nice is knowing that it goes out into the public.
Yeah.
And when I see people on Instagram tag us in merch, like, it fills my heart with joy, and it's really, really sweet. But if you do want to give us money, we actually have a donation link, which you can go to About on Twitch, and you can click donate, and that comes straight to our PayPal, and I just dish that out among the players. So if you do want to donate to the channel, that's absolutely fine. It also helps us to get things like new cameras, new equipment, same with YouTube members and Twitch Prime subscriptions and Twitch subscriptions. All of that money goes back into the channel and towards the cast, and it is a massive boon to us if you do those things. And the main thing that we do say is, just, if you can't afford, that's absolutely fine, just tell a friend. And if you're into D&D, if you're into Starfinder, if you're into tabletop games, just go, hey, there's this little channel, they're pretty much dickheads, but they're our dickheads. And just tell your friends about Dragonborn Industries. That's the best thing you can do for us.
Absolutely. And we're also starting to do a little bit of YouTube member content only.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can also subscribe over there, and also subscribe for membership if you so wish, for a little bit extra Dragonborn Industries stuff. Us being just dickheads more.
Dragonborn Industries after dark.
I think that's it. It's more. I think the members is more of a personalised thing to be like, look, we're doing the drift debriefs for the cooldowns after Starfinder, but I'm also going to do like little shorts where we actually talk to us. And something I would love to do is, if you've got like questions and you're like, hey, what's Jack's favourite pair of socks? I'll stick a camera in his face and I'll ask him. So treat it like an Ask Me Anything and I'll turn that into content.
Yeah.
So, get inappropriate, guys.
Yeah, Ian's not shy about asking us questions,
That's very true.
Yeah.
How old were you when you had
No.
Have you seen Between Two Ferns with, like, when he's talking to Captain Marvel, Brie Larson? It's like, yeah, so... two-part question. One, I hear that you're very personal and don't really like answering questions about your personal life. And how old were you when you had your first period?
Oh my fucking God.
It's so fucking funny. It's the master of inappropriate.
Oh my God! How is everyone doing? Other than talking about sponsors and all that, how are we all doing as people?
Swell.
Swell. That's not a word I've heard in a while.
Gee golly.
God, swell, man.
Swell.
Sure thing, mister. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're wearing a very fetching jumper today.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
Alex and Jack are like the jumper crew. They're always
They're
wearing.
the Hallmark
Not
boys.
today for me, but
Got my Hallmark jacket.
Yeah.
But you don't get to see it.
I'll put that
That's
up.
for members only.
When we get to Christmas, I'll put the picture of Jack and,
so good.
Alex up as the Hallmark
Write that
Christmas
on a
card.
t-shirt.
Because Yaz made sure that I had to ask your permission before I do that.
Oh yeah.
Because I nearly hit go
have
at
my
Christmas, and she was like, "Please ask them." I was like, "Fine."
fine.
I'm
Thanks,
good.
yes.
In all fairness, she literally looks after you all because I'm a twat.
Well, if we want to get stuck in, we will. I'm going to whack some little music on here. But also, before I begin, I'm just going to plop that there, and I'll explain what happens with it as we go.
Your roll-ups are shit.
I didn't really care how they came out, to be honest, as long as you don't see them.
For podcast listeners, Jack has just put a dice tray filled with
Don't you
rolled-up
dare
paper.
fucking criticise
It looks
right?
like you've tried to make roaches for certain smokable goods, and
Never done it in my life, mate. So last time, you all found yourselves dizzied and in almost unimaginable pain during your meeting with the Grand Advisor after doing a bit of investigation into the Silver Cult. This pain somehow led the way to another realm of sorts. Your initial surroundings were that of an impossibly long, thin corridor made out of nothing but flesh.
we're off. Sorry.
Flesh, blood, and bone made these corridors. These corridors made way to many sights and visions along the way, primarily surrounding the founder and his past. Your first vision into the past put you all into the bodies of sages of an age once long gone, where the founder, his queen, and the High Paladin debated with you all how to go about making Kanrath better and how best to improve its infrastructure. The next vision revealed you all as knights, destined to duel against each other in aid of celebrating the founder's coronation. The vision after that then revealed you all as high nobles of the court, attending a great ball to congratulate the founder on his recent coronation. In this vision, a plot was uncovered where an individual named Zyhan Farsight attempted to poison the fair lady Illyria Nimblewood in the hopes of gaining some standing and favour with the queen. However, a familiar face of Dolmen Palehide, much younger in his years, shared news of this information with the founder himself. It's at this moment where you all feel like you're able to act on your own accord, where previously you weren't able to. You stopped Zyhan in his tracks and as he attempted to gift Illyria a cup of wine, which he had poisoned in the privacy of the castle lavatories. The vision then made way to another scene, with a dark granite room where a throne stands in the middle, with very plush red cushioned back and seat. On this throne is a skeleton holding a goblet. In front of them lays a familiar crown previously worn by the founder himself that you've seen in these previous visions. The skeleton begins to move his arm holding the goblet as you approach him. He holds the goblet out and vomits blood into the goblet, and then hands this full goblet to you, just generally in front. You all decide to drink blood from this goblet. And meanwhile, while you're sort of drinking down these goblets, blood is still cascading from the skeleton. Gushing, one might say, onto the floor of this room. The room does begin to fill with this blood. It's very much a bit of a ticking time bomb. But you all, as I said, consume the blood of this goblet. USB.
Hello.
And then an archway on the other side of the room lights up and forms a portal that you all make your way to and push your way through. This is kind of where we left. You all now float sort of in the ether, but the floor, the walls and the ceiling seem invisible. Your feet do find some sort of purchase. And the only thing you can see in front of you is an altar with a selection of chalices made of different materials and also filled with various fluids and items. You, last time, chose a certain boon. What did everyone get?
So Fear
yeah.
went with the one that gave him a plus D4 to all blood vial drinks. So essentially the way that vampires obviously heal is via drinking blood, and if I drink from a blood vial, I'll get an extra D4 to that. I also ended up with a bat statue, which lets me cast Find Familiar as a bat.
Very nice.
Very useful for a bounty hunter.
Is that 2 or?
No, so the extra D4 is for everyone.
Oh shit! Cool.
So it's kind of like, it's a bit of a weird thing where you kind of become vampiric even if you weren't.
Yeah.
If you are already a vampire before,
Okay.
it's kind of boosted your abilities to do so.
I'll reapproach that.
So yeah, don't worry, it's fine, it's all good.
Something mysterious afoot.
Marcus chose the Founder's Weapon. It gives me a +1 to attack rolls and damage rolls, but 1 blood derangement point.
Degeneration.
Degeneration.
Yeah, everyone now has 1 blood degeneration.
And you said if that matches your HP, you're fucked.
Yeah, so I think I mentioned last time that it's every time you take a long rest, you get another blood degeneration.
Fucked. Right, okay.
Do you know what's funny is earlier on I was like, I think I might try and max them out. Let's see what this mechanic really is.
So yeah, everyone has 1, and if it reaches your max hit points, something happens.
What I need to do is, does that count for feeding as well? Because if I feed, I regain
That won't feed towards the blood degeneration. It will only be by long rests.
Okay, so
So far as you know.
Yeah.
Never sleep.
So along with becoming a vampiric robot,
yeah.
Magic.
Marionette took the cohort sanguinea figure to get the use of the augury spell to get results of weals and woes in kind of getting some predictions of the future.
Could be useful. You never know.
You say that. Listen, I take the useless shit because it'll become useful when you least expect
I will point out that Steph as a player is one of the most fantastic people for finding a great way to use something that is shit.
I mean, this campaign is like a mystery and intrigue, so the augury spell could be very well in its nature.
Could be.
Yeah.
I'm just a cynical old boy.
How about Kitty?
I obviously got the vampire situation, even though I was kind of half vampire-ish anyway, but I can now bite, which is cool, because I couldn't do that before. Nice. I chose Gaze of the Vampire, and I need to get the full lowdown on this, because I didn't get a chance to actually write it down, but I think it's I remember my eyes kind of go black, and is it like deception, or not deception, sorry, what's it called?
Yeah, so the whites of your eyes turn a bit black.
Yes.
You gain an ability to hypnotise other creatures.
Hypnotise, thank you.
Momentarily tearing them from reality.
Yeah.
So as an action, you get to choose a creature within 30 foot and look into their eyes. If the target can see your eyes, it must succeed on an intelligence saving throw.
Cool.
Or its mind is momentarily detached from reality, becoming unaware of its surroundings until the start of its next turn or until subjected to damage.
Yes.
For the duration, the target is incapacitated, and you can't perceive your surroundings by any means. So, yeah, they can't see around them, but they're incapacitated.
Yes.
So
Cool. Yeah, I thought it was something. I thought it was something that would have affected kind of them in a way. Yeah. I just remember my eyes turned black, and I was like, that sounds cool.
Aesthetic.
Yeah.
Cool. So you all get a little something, mainly because of how you maybe approached some of the visions that you'd been experiencing. One of which you had probably the most ability to do anything about was the one at the ball, trying to stop Zyhan from poisoning Illyria. That could have gone either way. That may have swayed things of what you got and such like that, but you decided to save her. After choosing your individual boons, you were then transported again into another throne room. This time, a little bit more grandeur in nature. The throne is made of Kanrathian silver and darkened stone, both carved into a mixture of spiked edges, gargoyle faces, and otherworldly beings. A small river of blood flows from the bottom of this throne, all the way to the edge of the room where you now stand. Upon this throne, the founder sits, with white, long hair down to his shoulders, a clean-shaven face with strong, sharp, and angular facial features. He wears a dark grey and crimson robe and is currently drinking out of a silver chalice. And he turns to you and beams a large smile at you all as you enter. Did you do anything at this moment?
Do we look like us? He's gonna look. Like the past few, however long it's been, has been an absolutely wild ride of him panicking, looking for his former master while also being trapped in this fever dream of other people's mortal lives. So looking across from each other, are we now us?
You are now you.
And this river of blood coming from the throne, is that reminiscent of the dream that we had with this river of blood?
It doesn't look anything like it.
Okay.
Purely because this isn't like manufactured stone; it's carved stone. Whereas before your first vision was very much a natural landscape. The colours and stuff in that first vision were definitely different, but that was all very natural. This is it's a very straight river that seems to flow.
And is this now your next vision, or are we actually speaking to you, the founder?
You are speaking to me. Welcome there, to my humble abode. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves.
Not really. No.
Had fun in the fountain.
Oh, quite you did.
Please sit. And you can see as he sort of waves his hand, 4 chairs just blink into existence. 2 kind of either side of this river that seem to face the throne that he now sits on.
This silver chalice, is this reminiscent of any of these that we've chosen? Because it was
No, it seems fairly simple, but just pure Kanrathian silver. Kind of gleams, just very well made. You probably imagine he's drinking blood out of it.
Well, Fear will take the seat, and he's just like, you've dragged us all this way.
Well, suddenly fate has found a way to bring us all together.
Why us? Why now? Why the pageantry and charades?
To show you more about my past and how Kanrath became to be. I don't wish to harm you or kill you, but I'm sure we can help each other out.
For once you are the first other vampire, I believe. Fear takes a different approach here. He's very much he looks more relaxed than I think anybody's probably seen him.
This river of blood, almost as if it's a river of time. Are we able to re-establish connections to these memories of yours and dictate what might happen at different points in time, such as the debate?
Well, you won't be able to affect what's happened in the past. What you've seen is only what I've chosen for you to see. You had some sway when you stopped Zyham. That didn't actually happen, but I wanted to see what you would do.
And this lich, who I can only presume is some fierce entity or enemy of yours.
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about the lich, but a pet of mine. How about we talk about the philosophy of blood? And he will gesture randomly out towards you, and I will get some dice out.
Ooh.
Because I forgot to
Are they
get any
fangs?
dice out.
You got fangs.
What?
Just etched on.
I don't even have a mouth. Chomp, chomp.
Just
Marcus,
Yes.
you feel just the need to ask a question.
Oh,
Take one of these bits of paper.
sorry.
Take any one of these bits of paper.
Anyone? Hermione.
oh, just remind me.
As the founder sort of gets up from the throne, he starts to pace left and right. Let's talk about the philosophy of blood. And he looks straight at you, and you feel the impulse to ask us a question.
Is this what it is? What does immortality truly mean?
An immortal being is not affected by the limitations of mortality. It ascends above those that are doomed to die, free of the mundane issues that plague mortals, even those blessed with unusually long lifespans. The immortal can challenge all their thoughts and actions to deal with superior, more remarkable matters. Fear. Take a question. As you also feel yourself sort of taken over, and the words are forced out of your throat.
What is happening? Pretty on inspiration. I ad-libbed that.
And
I'm very talented.
he's very much pacing this sort of like side to side with his throne. He's still kind of every now and then drinking a bit of blood from his chalice. In a highly unique turn of events, you've died and been given a second chance. I hope you cherish this gift and use it to climb your way to the very top of the pyramid of life. Kitty.
Gotta make the noise.
What is the true meaning of blood?
Ah, blood. Blood is more than a mere liquid. It's what shapes our perception of the world around you. It's the reason behind the valor of the bravest warriors. What gives the mightiest sorcerers their unparalleled abilities. Blood is life, power, and authority. Marionette, please grab a question. The founder did not do that to you.
So Lara Croft has made her way into the
Well, I know the answer to this one. What is the meaning of life? Yep.
One must come up with an answer to this question themselves. However, life cannot be defined as living until death. There's life beyond death, and even death can be avoided. There are other questions to ask about philosophy, but there's so much to talk about. I can't tell you everything because that would be, well, spoilers.
Hashtag spoilers.
As we have a limited time here, do you have anything you wish to ask?
Can I reach for another one of those?
You can.
Marcus will be like, what is vampirism?
It was a very good question. One cannot speak to what vampirism entails before discussing what makes a vampire. A vampire is a force of nature, a mighty being unburdened by the thought of a finite life that ends in old age. Vampirism is a way of achieving immortality, a path to ascension.
Are we asking our own questions
You
here?
can ask your own questions.
What would you have us do?
So say that again.
What would you have us do?
Second.
Which one was thinking?
Deaf in this ear.
I think you could probably make me a persuasion check.
This is going to be great. It's not great. 5.
Hey,
Oof, tasty.
carry on as you were. You're doing pretty well. You made it this far.
So what? We are to track down the vampire who killed you in the first place? And we are to assume your first child?
No.
Fucking camera's gone again.
Oh yes, it has.
Every time.
Let's sort that out, shall we? Fuck off, mate.
It's not a bad shot this time, though.
It's not. It's,
No, you know what? It could be worse.
It has been.
Eyes are open. Yeah, I was going to say eyes open mouth.
Yeah.
There have been some cracking ones.
Yeah.
Killer. Are we live?
Hi.
Okay, good. We're back again. I don't know how long that was out. That's fine.
I think it was
You
only
should
a
still
bit.
be able to hear everybody, so that's all right.
I am not interested in who ended my life. It does not bother me.
So what? We are to find you in the purgatory of Kanrath and this world of Tulia and guide you back to the mortal realm, or... We have done nothing but bicker with each other this entire time. Each one of our existences, something that rubs the wrong way with each other, yet we are your champions, your beacon, your what?
I did not intend for this to end up this way. It is not my doing, that's for sure. The fact that you sit here in my domain means that something has happened in Kanrath, which I believe you might be investigating.
The blood rain.
Well,
No.
I believe that had something to do with it, but I'm sure you're aware of that already. As I said, keep doing what you're doing. Find out more. I want to know.
Where? Sorry, were you not?
No, I'm just going to get angry. You crack on.
Where
More
to next?
Yes. Some direction would be useful.
Well, we don't have much longer here, but you will return to your bodies in the real world.
My body, please.
Yes. Had a look at what you were packing down
How do you expect us to carry on with no motivation? Surely we need some...
Well, I'm sure you're
See, less trolls and less multiple trolls.
aware of the differences of your blood already. And he's clearly referring to the generation that you've now been given. You have drunk from my chalice, which means you are now bound to me.
She whispers that. Shit.
Eventually, if nothing is done, you will die.
Oh, you should have put a note on it or something. Bloody hell.
A cafe would have been
Oh,
nice.
yeah, I mean, it just looked really tasty.
A vampire must do what a vampire
I
must do.
mean, quite. So you're saying our motivation is
fucking
not to
looks
die.
across.
What more motivation do you need?
So you're saying that if we carry on this way, we will find a solution to our
It's possible.
predicament. Yeah.
You made it. But I might not want you to. I do not have much power over it. I've done as much as I can. And now that you're all bound to me, that's the beginning.
So are you like a ghost or something? Or are you like...
So what are you, like a
What's
ghost?
Like a hot ghost.
So like what, like...
What's your deal?
I am just asking for a friend.
Are you single, Mary?
Other...
Polyamorous.
I am trapped between the
Marriages.
throes of life and death. I do not know what this place really is, but I know that I can manifest what I want to manifest within this place, as you've clearly seen. I do not know my way out, but hopefully this is, as I said, the beginning.
Well, I guess you got to keep yourself entertained some way, really, isn't it?
I have other means of keeping myself entertained, but this is more of a practical outcome.
Fascinating.
Nope.
So like, it's like...
Nope. Nope.
For law's sake, can I keep asking the questions? Just in case there's something
you
we're
wish.
missing. Thank you.
We do not have long. We do not have long. We have but a minute or two before you are returned to your body.
Is vampirism a curse or a blessing?
That's so quick. That depends on one's intellectual prowess. One who can comprehend what vampirism grants perceives it as a blessing. It is a gift, often taken by one's free will, which frees one from the chains of their past to make way for better things. It makes one smarter, stronger, and unyielding. Only a fool, unable to let go of what was and embrace what is, would see it as a curse.
Less of a curse, more of a inconvenient gift.
I think on that question, Fear was like looking at the ground for a little bit, and his head comes up. My entire life as a vampire has served one purpose, and that is to kill the Crimson King. Not you, but your successor. Who is Cain to you?
You can see like a half smile. Give me another I can't talk today. Persuasion check, please.
Natural 20.
Yeah, boy. It's like, damn.
It's almost like a wave of cold anxiety just like spreads out from Fear, and he's just like, who is Cain to you? And it's like that, waiting for that puzzle piece to drop so he can like make a decision.
How would he put it? That is the question.
Man's a dickhead, isn't he?
He is but a thorn in my side. One of the only person that could possibly question my rule. And that is all you must know. That is all you will know for now.
Then you must know that Cain is my master. I am not tasked. I was not bred. I was not raised to usurp you or kill or hunt you down. But the current Crimson King is my quarry. Does this align with your use of me as well?
I do not wish you to kill the Crimson King, if that's what he calls it himself now. He's done nothing to me. Cain. As I said, thorn in my side. Has Cain given you this glory?
Yes.
I'm assured there's no reason behind it.
Power. Malevolence.
It always comes down to that.
Nobility.
Who's your favourite child?
Me.
I could not possibly choose. But if I had to choose,
Gun to the head.
it would be my queen.
Oh,
That's very
good answer.
Isn't it?
What reason would the Crimson King have to question your authority?
Well, after my demise, someone must take my station. As I presume, Cain is somehow missing. As I'm sure he would have jumped right in that boat after my demise. But someone had to take my space. And if it had to be the High Paladin, then so be it.
What is one's real place in the grand scheme of things?
I perceived life as a tool to achieve immortality. Thus, I did so. I could not live to be an individual of no importance and die without no one remembering my name. One could find solace in a simple life, but I see it as a ruined potential of a lifetime. I'm afraid I cannot answer any more of your questions.
Busy,
I
mate.
can feel my hold on this realm weaken, and you will be ejected from it. I'm sure we will meet again soon.
Is there one more? Quick!
You have time for one more question.
I'm not going to answer that one. Really quickly, I was very brutally murdered. You might have seen. Do you know
Yes, Queen.
who it was? I don't know why I'm turning into this. Do you know who it was, actually?
I do not know of how you died. I do not know how any of you died. All I know
very
is that you were tied to me at the moment of your resurrection. I'm afraid I cannot answer any more truthfully.
Guide. Okay.
I'm sure if we got time to speak again, you could tell me more.
When
I was
could
going to
But for now,
get the calendar out.
he will turn around with his chalice and he will turn to his throne and start to sort of drink. And it's at this moment where everything sort of becomes hazy and wavy, and your vision goes blank. For what feels like half an hour into just blackness, you eventually wake. You are...
Stop it.
What the fuck?
You
Eventually wank. That's exactly
You
what
eventually
you
went there.
You find yourselves all lying on your own beds, but inside one room of the royal castle.
4 beds, 1 room.
You recognize this room because it's one of the rooms that you had previously stayed in. You can see that some of these beds that some of you are lying on have been pulled in from other rooms, and around this room are several healers attending to you and your bodies. Any equipment that you had is put to one side. You were wearing simple gowns, probably not for you, Marionette, but they are sort of attending to...
Not refreshing Kanrath. She's upside down.
Attending to you, making sure that you're bathed, you're still breathing, making sure that you are still alive.
How long have we been out for? Do we know?
I mean, you don't know at this point.
Okay.
That hole was already there, leave it alone.
You know that
I like it.
you were in the office with the Grand Advisor.
Yeah.
Everything went dizzy, blah, 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 and now you've had the vision, and you come back, and now you're lying in a bed in the royal castle. You can, even for yourself, when it's your first time in the castle, very much the royal castle is undeniable. But you are all groggy, and you just got to struggle to sort of sit up. What do you do? There are several people sort of getting tinctures and ready to sort of dab it on many wounds and stuff like that.
I think for fear that is it. He just like pulls the gown and it's just like, leave the scars, leave them. And he just sits there and it's just like waits for you all to come around, and it's just
You can see
naked.
one of these healers sort of, turns around to notice your voice, and they go wide-eyed, and they instantly turn to another healer and go, get Broick. Our guests have awoken.
Oh, indeed, Marionette. This guy.
And one of the other healers sort of runs off out of the room, clearly probably to get Broick, but you are awake.
Ow.
Can I feed on a blood dispenser?
I would say you wake
Universe.
up very satiated.
Okay.
Are we long rested?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Gloves us.
derangement point? Degeneration point?
No, because this is all happening at
I'll
once.
take a derangement point.
No, you're still on 1 blood degeneration because this was all, part of your vision. So,
Looking around the room,
yes.
obviously, it feels bad and scarred anyway. But like, does it look like? I don't know how many other people are in here. Is it like is everybody coming around at the same time? Are we? I think he's looking for confirmation that wasn't all in his head.
it's only you four that are put up in these beds, and there's maybe at this point 5 people wearing similar clothes, but they're clearly healers. That some of them are sort of got little poultices and sort of dabbing it on wounds and just making sure that you are kept to the best standard. You all awake at the same time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he looks to his equipment and sees the little bat statue that, for him, obviously, they've just got in this vision.
Yep.
And he'll, like, just grab that and then looks around at everybody else. All on the same wild ride?
Indeed.
Right.
Again. Interesting.
One of the healers sort of turns to you all. How is everyone feeling?
Don't you fucking participate.
No, you can participate. It's fine. Don't cry.
Bottom lip.
Don't worry. Like Marinette pulls like a tissue and dispenser out.
Kleenex.
Yeah.
They start to like dab their eyes.
So their first shift.
You can see one of the more maybe elder healers comes over and like holds their shoulder. It's okay.
He didn't mean it. He's like that to everyone.
Go dry your eyes.
Fucking trying to talk to us now.
Down, boy.
She's not wrong. How are you all feeling? You've been out for what?
How long?
Define a while.
5 days.
Oh,
Goodness me.
well, never better then. Well rested.
Sometimes you've been heavily sweating.
Ooh.
Sometimes not sweating at all and very cold. You've been clearly through something. I don't wish to ask what happened, but that is for the Grand Advisor. I'm sure will be asking questions.
We serve a higher purpose now.
My purpose is only to
He's
make
going
sure
to be
you're okay.
insufferable. We are very well, thank you for asking.
Good. We were under strict orders to make sure that you were kept alive with any means possible.
Do we like feel like how do we actually feel in ourselves?
You feel good, like
Great.
Great.
you feel like you've had a massage. You feel like
Limber.
Brunch.
yeah.
Mimosas? Did you say we gained just the 1 degeneration point, or we've got another one now?
No, it's just one. You only got one.
5 days. I'll
Because
take another
it
5.
was all at the same time.
Ian.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, you've like some of your skin has kind of got this bit of ointment on it.
Ooh.
Just try and keep your sort of skin nice and healthy. Any wounds that you might have previously had have been sort of cleaned up.
I've been on a good spa day.
Indeed,
Yeah.
it very much sort of feels like that. But you feel a bit groggy just because of how long you've been out. But otherwise, you feel much better than you had before the vision. It's at this moment where Broick sort of enters the room. I've seen you all woken up from whatever you had.
God, you're a
This
weasel.
fucking guy.
There's one person they hate more than me. It's you.
He just kind of like chins it off, just like doesn't really rise to it. I suggest you get your things and equipment as soon as possible. The Grand Advisor will very much want to speak to you as soon as possible. Things have happened while you've been out.
Ooh. What things, Broick? Give us the crib notes.
I will let the Grand Advisor advise you.
Be game.
Oh.
You can make persuasion check on Broick.
Let's do it.
Let's see if he is game.
Oh, I don't think he's game. Persuasion.
Yeah.
I'm naked. Can I give the help action?
You're not looking.
13.
You're not looking.
No, I'd say it's not enough. But Broick will say, look, the Grand Advisor is the best one to give you all of the information on what's been going on. She will very much want to hear about what's happened with you.
It's like waking up from a 5-day coma, like, oh, I must have fucking see you.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Can you
I'll
come in
go there.
today? I've just woken up.
I'm afraid I must insist. I'm under orders from the Grand Advisor as well.
Sure,
Leather going on.
Guns. And he orders all the healers to sort of leave you alone, and he will also leave the room to let you get your things. And if there's nothing else,
How much are we telling the Grand Advisor?
Everything?
This is the thing. He seems to trust his children, and I made the assumption that those paintings meant that the firstborn or the first child was potentially there murderer, betrayal, whatever, but he doesn't seem to be bothered by that.
Perhaps it was orchestrated.
Perhaps.
But can we really trust a vampire who eats that many olives?
I think it is weird. Like, and just above table, the Grand Advisor's not his wife, is the Queen. No, she's completely different. We know that to activate this blood drain, they needed founder blood. It had to be one of the children or the founder, but the founder, at least their essence, maybe, we have just been dealing with. My other concern there is King, the only other person that could truly challenge him. Are they kin?
Potentially.
Is my life of rage revenge?
If he is the one who truly could challenge him, that means that there probably is some lineage issue afoot.
I am inclined to agree, which weirdly enough makes the founder family, which is not something I'm used to.
Just above table, Cain is the Crimson King.
No.
Alright. So with that.
His dad.
Yeah.
His vampire daddy.
Quote unquote, not real.
Yeah.
It's his vampire
My master, who is dead, he set me on the path to usurp the Crimson King that currently rules Kanrath. And yet, now I'm tied to the founder, and they're not bothered by that whatsoever.
Marcus, I'll take it and just go.
Indeed, Marcus. Indeed.
So,
I have no clue what to do.
the Grand Advisor is, for lack of a better term, a persistent bitch. And
Persistent lich.
I like that, Marcus. Very good. I feel that to lie brazenly to her might not wield the best results. Actually, and I get out my little cohort sanguinea thing,
Yes.
and I'd like to cast Augury.
I see we all got one then.
Tell me how it works.
So Augury, it's you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of this, you fucking disgusting rat.
What the fuck?
Pizza?
I thought it was a taco.
Mug pizza. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
is that like a Chicago town?
Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
I got the
what's
other
wrong with you?
it's like a calzone.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
So my idea.
It gets
So I'm
worse.
going to continue with Augury.
Yes.
Couldn't actually be my idea.
It is result. You get an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The GM chooses from the possible following omens: wheel for good results, woe for bad, wheel and woe for both good and bad, nothing for results that aren't especially good or bad. Spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change outcome, such as casting of additional spells or loss or gain of a companion.
Okay. Well, it sounds a little confusing to me.
It's basically, like,
It's the choice I'm going to make good.
yeah, it's like if we do this thing, will it give a positive outcome for us, a bad outcome, or
It's like a matcher in-game.
yeah,
Help us out.
yeah.
Help us make a decision, please.
What action are you asking about?
I will ask my little cohort sanguinea figure if we lie to the Grand Advisor, would that be a negative outcome for us?
The result is wheel and woe.
Okay.
And that is why it's not a great spell.
No, but it is, because sometimes it does give you that it's useful because it can help you make a decision.
But I guess it's like now we know that it's not going to be like
Now we know that Jack's not going to give you
really
the answer.
bad. It's not going to be devastating.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be
gonna be- yeah, we're
devastating.
not-
There
yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
Positive
Ian.
thinking.
Jack just doesn't want to give you the answer.
Listen, we've bullied him enough with like
I've given
telepathic
Marionette the true answer.
little column A, little column B, and that's good because it helps you know where she stands.
Fucking pizza everywhere.
This is why it shouldn't go in a fucking mug.
Covered in fucking tomato sauce.
Oh no.
Good one, mate.
Irish character sheet and everything.
At least a lot of your jumpers the same colour, right?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you put a pizza on my mug.
It's a small.
Oh my god, it just keeps going.
Jesus.
That's why you can't see it. So,
What do you do from here?
tentative, a little half truths
Well, maybe we should see what she has to say first.
has to say. Use your
I'm
words.
still very tired. Just woken up.
I'm with Marionette here. I do not trust her. But at the same time, I must confess, I do not trust you.
Hurtful.
I am trying to be honest with you so that there can be compromise, and we obviously have to move forward as a group.
You'll have to learn to trust us.
Yes. Fia, what you said to the founder, I understand your position, but not everyone wants to hurt you. We have been through a collective experience, even Kitty, who was brutally murdered in an alleyway. Brutally.
And the gown saw a knife sticking in her back.
And despite everything, and yes, we may have differing opinions and stances, but it's not enough that it would stop us acting as a collective.
The difference between you and the Grand Advisor is you don't wield power like they do.
Well, no, because I'm a robot. I'm literally a serving robot.
But I would distrust those who have more to lose than anybody else. You can trust that they are going to fight to keep their power, no matter what. And I am with you on this one. I don't think she needs to know everything.
No.
Maybe gauged questions. Bingo.
Got a taste for it now, haven't you?
I don't even like them.
The crunch.
They're the ones that we left here from the other day. I just...
5-day-old fingers.
I was in that band. I'm agreeing with you, though, is what I'm trying to say.
I get that.
Is... something doesn't smell right with her.
No. There is a complacency and a smugness that I feel is a little, not just off-putting, but
What self-respecting
ill-gotten.
vampire eats olives?
Exactly. It's just weird.
Shall we rendezvous and not tell her the whole truth?
Indeed. Let her tell us first.
Yes.
Maybe.
Only answer the questions she asks.
Indeed.
I feel like telling her that we've had direct contact with the founder is
Probably a
quite...
bad
I
thing.
think we should not start with that.
No.
Only if we need to use it as power and
Indeed.
leverage.
Yeah.
A river of blood.
River of Blood is fine. Maybe that we have had call from a higher power if such an issue comes up. But I think let her lead the conversation. Let me check something about a thing.
Yeah.
I can communicate telepathically with one of you for 10 minutes at least in there, if needs be.
Who would be more beneficial to you in that moment?
Strangely, Fear, I think you. I feel that we have, on some things, different sides of an approach that would be useful. You might pick up on things that I do not. You might think of line of questioning that I do not. You and Marcus represent the vampiric. Myself, whatever. And Kitty, the mortal.
Well, I think we're all vampiric now by the sounds of it.
Hate that.
Oh, you'll learn to love it.
It's very strange.
How do you even?
No, exactly. It doesn't make any sense.
Why are there bangs now etched into your face? I will follow your lead.
And I will listen to your input.
Shall we?
Broic.
Oh, fucking this guy!
So you,
Like she said, this fucking guy.
so do you all like leave the room?
Yeah.
You all sort of packed up. You got your gear all
Can
ready.
Kitty find if there's any of that ointment that they were using?
Yeah, I
she
think
grab
it's still hanging
some?
around. They've hurried out.
It smells
to-
really nice.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
just smells real good.
You can find like maybe some like lavender oil.
Ooh,
that kind of
lovely.
thing.
Put that in my inventory.
Is there anything, looking around the room, is there anything tasty in here? Anything good that we can take? Check us out, I'm not looting a room.
I mean, make a perception check for me as you sort of getting ready. 9.
Usually how it goes with me. 15.
15.
Nice.
Plus 3 Vorpal sword.
There's nothing real like special in here. There's no olives.
Can I have a Vorpal?
Very much. What?
A Vorpal gun.
No. You like some of the healers might have had some of their own food as they were sort of attending you.
Give it.
But it's like simple bits of bread, maybe a little bit of meat, kind of thing. But it's nothing.
No
not for
founder's
you, Jen.
sword.
But there's no blood vials or anything like that.
I will cast Bloodlink on Fear, just as we're about to leave the room because it's verbal.
Okay. All right.
This is the first time with Fear, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's unsettling.
And I think you hear again, like the clockwork is a little bit louder in this one.
Oh god, do you hear mine?
Yeah. Or I hear back what you if you talk to me.
Okay.
I get that. It's not like a these are all my thoughts all the time.
Okay, good. You don't want that.
Walls, Morgan Freeman.
I can smell you.
You all leave the room, and Broek is kind of in the corridor, just sort of standing idly by, waiting for you to leave. I think you're all ready then to.
What past him and slap him? You're like,
I shall take you to the Grand Lighter.
Thank you,
Follow
bro.
me. And he
Yes,
sort of trots
bro.
along and turns the corner and heads up to the stairs where you've been before a couple of times. He takes you onto what will be the first floor, and you are shown to the door of this office that you were previously in before you went under.
all ready to go wobbly again.
You can hear there's small amounts of frustration behind the door from a voice that you kind of know by now. Broek knocks on the door and begins to open it, just announcing his sort of entrance. And as soon as Broek opens the door, a cup is smashed against the wall, where Grand Advisor is kind of behind a desk, but she is fuming. She's like, for fuck's sake! And just throws this cup against the wall, and she's just like red-faced, just...
Not gonna lie, that's hot.
and she sees you, and she tries to gain some sort of composure.
Temper.
I think Fear you'll hear. Oh, you can push some buttons here.
Apologies.
He's already smiling. Yeah.
Please, as she sort of wipes a bit of sweat off her brow. Sit again. Good of you to finally wake. It's been 5 fucking days.
Bitch. I don't say that.
What the hell has happened to you?
Well, we needed a little lie down. Sorry, we've been a bit busy under the crown. Lots of pressure. How are you?
I'm going to assume that was a joke.
No.
Fear doesn't do jokes.
Frustrated is what I am,
Oh dear.
as you can probably well tell.
Should probably have a wank. Olive, it picks up a tray and offers it to her.
We're gonna die.
Rolls her sleeves up. Let's fucking
I
go.
think she like just turns like away from you a little bit and just kind of like shuts her eyes a little bit.
Smells
Tell
like
me more.
fear in here.
Tell me more. I wish to know.
What did you do to us?
I did nothing.
Really?
It does not help to have investigators that were doing good work just blink and dream and be in bed for 5 days.
Well, darling,
it's
it
not
was
exactly
totally
very
our fault.
helpful.
We didn't exactly.
Well, whose
We
fault
didn't
was
ask
it?
for
I'm sorry, we want to take a communal nap, shall we? I'm sure there's no magic afoot there. Have you had this room checked?
We've had you thoroughly checked. We've had the healers inspect your blood,
Oh,
and it is...
Without permission.
when you're out for 5 days, it does cause some concern.
What was it? What did this to us? I'm not accustomed to just being at the whim of some sorcerer.
Deception.
Here we fucking go, lads.
Here we fucking go.
5.
She kind of gives you like a bit of side eye, a bit of glare.
You know something you don't know.
I think you know. Your blood, as I said, we have inspected.
Well, what did
All
you
of you.
find?
Seems your blood is ancient
Oh.
Ooh.
and has immense potential.
Oh, well,
And I've
that's
only
nice.
seen this once before.
Go
And I don't
on.
think you need me to tell you exactly where
I
I'm going with
think we
this.
do, actually.
The founder.
Oh.
Deception check.
Okay, it's a good start. What am I adding to it? Deception.
Yes.
It's not my best, but that's still 17.
That's pretty deceptive. Yeah.
Hmm.
Above table, we told her that we all had the same dream before, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Fine, I'm about to use that, that's all.
Now, we had a feeling that something different was with our blood from when we came back from the blood rain, because I looked in my tubes and it was very different. But we did not know that it was founder blood. My goodness, what an honour! Kitty, did you hear that? Founder's blood!
Do not lie to me! And throws like maybe the saucer that she hadn't thrown away
Temper?
yet, just like past your head.
Running out of
into
silverware
that
here.
So,
I know exactly what's happened here. Do not lie to me. There is no need. I'm here to help.
who says we're lying? And he like leans over slightly. But it appears we now work for a slightly higher power than you. Oh,
That
and
sounds like an intimidation.
we are hungry.
I even have fangs now.
Let me see. That's not what Marionette's doing, actually. Like,
It's only a 10.
Only a 10.
Higher than I rolled before.
Tell her she looks tired.
I think you should smile.
What exactly are you trying to say?
We don't know exactly what's happening, but when the founder tells you to carry on, that I think is our only collective memory of the past 5 days, of what seemed like but a moment for us. When the founder gifts you blood himself and tells you to carry on, oh, it is so Moorish.
She pauses for a moment. Maybe leans back in her chair. Seems to be unfazed.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So you have been tasked by the founder to carry on.
Apparently
You're about
so.
your merry way.
Yes.
Really?
Really?
Are you
Really?
so foolish as to bow to the whims of something you think is the founder?
Well, what alternative do you have in mind? Please allude to your
Well, as I said,
fears.
we've inspected your blood, each and every one of you. The founder's blood clearly has been mixed in with yours. Your blood is dying, and I would know. I am very skilled in the art of alchemy.
Prove it. No, he doesn't say that.
As she reveals her neck, there are no puncture wounds, even though that she is a vampire.
Ooh.
Stress to be bitten there.
I made myself a vampire.
Ooh.
Just self-made tattooed on my hands.
Yourself.
She's got like a little quilt label. Handmade with love.
I am the only one that's been able to create an alchemical concoction to transform myself into a vampire
Pardon me.
using the Crimson King's blood.
Oh.
With the permission of the Crimson King, might I add.
And tell us, the High Paladin,
Yes, that is what he once called.
Yes, yeah, he
It
was,
is
wasn't
quite common knowledge.
he? It wasn't leverage. I just,
Well, you never know with you here. Intimidating me.
No, but I am having fun. We are now dancing a bit more fluidly, are we not? You set us on a course. You who plucked us from the morgue, who decided our fate days ago that this was do or die. And now we come to you, like fate has been the one to choose us and not you. And you are frustrated. Why are you so frustrated, by the way? We've survived. We're here. We're working towards the same goal, apparently. But what's going on with you, darling?
Kanrath has gone under some many changes.
In 5 days!
Due to my instructions, yes. I have tried to shut down the train station and any transport in and out of Kanrath to stop any and all cultist activity from leaving and entering. I have been tirelessly trying to fight against the Crimson King. He disagrees on a few things that I've been trying to achieve and do.
Like what?
Well, the transportation for one. I tried to stop the transportation. I believe it is critical that we stop any transportation in order to halt the cultists' movements within the city. If they cannot get out, they stay in, and we eventually will find them.
And 2 things are going to happen here. In your head, where do you want this conversation to go?
I think you hear back. Oh, I had it and then it's gone.
I had it.
Keep her talking about the disagreements. Try to find out why she was so angry before we came in. Play the ebb and flow. You've angered her, now reel her in with some sweetness.
We are at your beck and call. I'm to put it lightly, I do enjoy fear and frustration. It's a fun game for me. It shows us who we really are underneath the skin, and I'm good at getting under there. But look, last we saw you this 5 days ago, annoying as that is, we had just found items of the founder that this silvered cult had bequeathed unto themselves in some way. What has happened since then? Why would the Crimson King disagree with you on stopping them from moving around? Surely that is foolish of him.
He believes that the city would be more greatly harmed if the transportation was to be stopped within the city.
But the city will be harmed if this cult is to enact upon its citizens.
My point, exactly.
Do you think he is working against you intentionally?
But clearly, it is his right to do so if he so wishes.
For the cult, do you think he could be tied to them?
I have certainly thought about it.
Want us to kill a bitch?
I feel he would do a lot more if he was working with the cult. Now, yes, he very well could be doing some more that I just don't know about. But I do not believe it's the Crimson King. This is not my suspicion.
What is your suspicion? Where would you have us next?
I have no major leads yet. This is part of my frustration. We have found a couple of more anarchist meetings within Kanrath, and they have been swiftly dealt with. However, we've been hearing over the past couple of days of a very important meeting, and information seems to be different every time we get it. Trying to nail that information down is proving annoying.
Where? Where are you getting this information?
From places all over the city.
For this one meeting that's taking place obviously mass distraction.
Well, whenever it seems to get to me, it changes. Sometimes, well, one of the sources was the detective Ethan Ward. I'm sure you know quite well by now.
Traitor.
I believe his intentions are probably clean.
Probably.
I don't think he has the...
balls.
Not the balls, but the inspiration or the aspiration to do so.
But you do think there might be someone inside who is up to no good?
It certainly seems that way. As I was saying before you fell to your dreams, whatever you had, the crypt of the founder. I believe the only way that the blood rain could have been conjured is by using the founder's blood, which can only be obtained from the founder's body. And that is only in one place. That is in the crypt. The only way to enter this crypt is if you have founder's blood.
Could anybody like us now who has founder's blood activate the blood rain?
I don't think it's definitely not as simple as that. From any of the anarchist meetings that we have managed to quell, there have been evidence of a ritual that was conjured at the same time that the blood rain happened. I believe the Silver Cult certainly had a hand in this. They arranged this ritual. I believe they intended to resurrect the founder. But in doing so, something went wrong. And somehow you were all tied. That makes more sense to me now that I've seen your blood and inspected it myself. I know that founder's blood runs through all of your veins.
Yes, quite. Quite. It would also explain why we've had mutual visions and dreams and subjected to the frustration of slumber for 5 days. In your head, what do you want next?
Ask if anything more than the transportation has been affected in the 5 days.
I guess we must carry on our investigation. Has anything else in the past 5 days, other than transportation, been affected?
The ways in and out of the city have been closed, apart from for goods within the city. We still need food to feed the mortal population. As much as they are lesser, we do need them. As much as it pains me to say.
Let them eat each other.
That would not help anything.
Be fun to watch. But
it has been a game of cat and mouse, trying to find any and all cultish and anarchist behavior within the city. They must be quelled. It is about time.
It appears then that you may need to go to the source if you want to stop the flow.
We must deal with our own city first. That is my understanding and how I think the shitty city. This city should be handled and dealt with.
Insight checks. In all fairness, actually, can I insight her genuinity? What's the word? Is she being genuine?
Roll it.
It's not in the tray. It's not in the tray. 14.
You certainly feel like she's been genuine. She's being very forthcoming. You don't get the sense that she's holding anything back from you. She's given you the information that you have asked.
So this larger meeting that you are hearing whispers of, that is constantly changing.
Who's it between?
Indeed. Is it a cult meeting? Do you know?
Well, that's what I believe. That's what we're searching for. We know that these anarchists like to meet wherever they can, and obviously in secrecy, away from prying eyes.
Are there any tidbits that have come your way that have correlated? If you say it changes every time, has there ever been any that seem parallel to each other or repeated?
There doesn't seem to be any. There are no tied lines between the information that's given to me.
I mean, you've got to understand, you're not giving us a lot to go.
No, I understand. I'm not asking you to go find any of these meetings. You've already found the presence of the Silver Cult and dealt with that.
Oh shit, we're free to go.
Oh, I think you would like us to go somewhere else, wouldn't you?
I think you need to go to the Crypt. Please do find information where you can. If you wish to do that before you go to the Crypt, it's entirely up to you. I'm sure there are a few places that I can recommend, but I know that your blood is dying. And given time, you will die.
It's got a sting of mortality to it.
I don't know what will happen at the time of your death, because this is highly unusual and very rare. But, as it's to do with the Founder's blood, I do not know his intentions. But if you wish to stay alive, I will tell you this, you need to find a cure. And I can help you.
Well, then do it then. What?
Then go into the Crypt.
Right, well, there we go.
Crypt it is.
Crypt, Temple, Crypt. Marcus, lead the way.
Go, Marcus, your favourite terrain.
Let's go see Daddy Founder.
Walk out the door.
Just remind me, the Founder's sword, it appears that now belongs to us.
So the thing that... so Marcus, what you actually picked up off the altar was kind of like a miniaturized version of it. But you feel like
it's a gift shop sword.
But every time you sort of like... You kind of intend for it to become a weapon. When you hold it in your hand, it will become a weapon.
Oh, cool.
You know that innately. You can just go, just sword, and it will grow into a full-sized sword.
Cool.
To do whatever you wish. But it is very much...
Chewing it. Oh, I like sword.
It's very much a carbon copy of the sword that you found.
Cool.
So it looks exactly the same.
What are the specs?
What the specs?
What are the mechanical specs?
Well, you already know the specs. It is
okay. So
it is a long sword.
Yeah.
It's a standard long sword. It is magical, but it will give you +1 to attack rolls and damage rolls. That's literally it.
Okay. Cool.
Because it's not the actual Founder's weapon.
Okay.
Nowhere near as powerful. But
so I've got
want that one? Give us that one.
I want fucking them.
As I said, I can help cure you, but only if you are willing to help me, and I'm willing to help you in return. If you do, but I will need the Founder's body.
Oh, you want us to bring it?
Do you not have servants to do that?
They can't get in, Kitty dear, because if you listen...
Oh no, but we could go. I'm saying we go, and then they can bring it.
No, Kitty dear, they can't get...
No,
we
I know.
need to bring it.
Do you want us to bring you the Founder's body?
Is what I'm saying.
Well, yes.
Okay, can I insight check whether there's like malicious intent?
Yeah, I would like to do the same,
Your
please.
insight, yeah.
Oh, it's better. It's better.
Oh, nice.
15.
Can I insight check as well?
If you want to do that as well, you may.
Oh, insight.
That's a sexy dice you got there.
Sexy.
From www.dragonbornindustries.com.
Well, I rolled a 2, so...
Dragonborn Industries is not responsible for any low or high rolls.
5, 15.
19.
13.
That's some good pointing, Jack.
I think Marion...
What a weird thing to compliment.
Look, you did good pointing. I call him as I see him.
I think
Autism.
For Marionette and Fear, because you got 15 plus, you don't sense any maliciousness behind it. You sense some trepidation.
Okay.
Because it's the founder.
She's scared.
She doesn't know what to expect. But she's very confident in her abilities to create a cure for you.
Okay.
We'll see you soon with Daddy.
So do we need to bring the whole thing? Can we bring
Kitty, for goodness sake!
The whole thing.
the whole thing? Wow.
Kitty, it's all right. Having lived your experience, I now know that you're very weak and very small. So
It's a
don't
big
worry.
task.
Oh, how was that for you?
It was marvellous. Wonderful.
It's exquisite. To the crypt?
To the crypt?
Before you
Do
go,
you have a map?
what of the crypt?
How to get there?
No, there are no such thing.
Could somebody take us there, but
There's
not Broick,
maps.
please? Anybody but.
Anywhere
Broick
else.
is but a butler of the royal castle.
Broick is a prick, and we hate him.
He can be a little bit spiky, but
Spiky? It's a wet blanket. There's no spike to him.
Can we have that healer who cried? They were lovely.
Oh, they were great. I liked them a lot.
they are but servants.
What was their name?
I don't know their names.
Tricky Pete!
She will. Before we go,
Sobby Pete!
she sort of turns around and on the sort of side cupboard, she pulls out a sort of just bit of piece of paper, but she writes something on it. She gives it to you, and it has also a stamp on it of the royal decree. This letter, along with the medallions that you've been given, will now grant you access absolutely anywhere that you wish to be.
Woo!
Can you trust me with this?
Whilst the medallions gave you a vast amount of freedom, there were still some places that you were still not allowed to go. But this is of very high importance. And if the Silver Cult is trying to resurrect the founder, we need to know who wants to try and get it, Kanrath.
The real question is why would they resurrect the founder? Right down to taking his armor, his weapons, his...
Well, exactly. Anyway. She sort of gestures towards the door and says, "You may leave," that kind of thing. But there's a knock on the door.
Oh, fucking Broick.
It is Broick. Please come in. And Broick enters. Milady.
Hand's just on my gun.
Important information. Can I discuss here, or would you rather it be in private? No, you can discuss it here. These are guests of the royal castle, and they're very important in any investigations that happen in Kanrath.
Check us out, you hear in your head.
Very important people. I smell like rich mahogany.
Broick says, there's an anarchist meeting. I lost my place. There's an anarchist gathering taking place near the Leech Therapy Center, Grand Advisor. One of their secret places has been found, and 10 rebels were executed, but minutes ago, another meeting is taking place at midday. And the location of this meeting has been uncovered as well. As you can see, the Grand Advisor sort of starts to smile, finally getting some information.
Can I insight Broick?
You can insight Broick.
I would like to know if he is.
A little weasel.
Yeah.
Little rat.
14.
14.
And you, please. I think he's lying.
You suddenly
Insight!
Sure.
I want to do an insight.
Yeah, me
Why not?
All right then.
Another 19.
Oh, okay.
We got the same rolls. I
Yeah.
had 15 before.
I got
21.
19.
Not natural.
Gee, finally listening.
14.
My ears are always on, thank you.
I think for Kitty and Marionette, you can certainly see that he's rushed to try and find the Grand Advisor. He's a little bit out of breath.
Asthmatic.
Possibly there could be a little bit of that. But he seems genuine. He doesn't seem like he's making up on the spot or whether he's rehearsed this. Nothing is coming out as this
He's
guy's-
speeding her.
He's on the up and up.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Shouldn't trust him.
The Grand Advisor quickly sort of stands up. Well, inform the vampire sentries. They have full authorization. Crush any further resistance, brutally and quickly. We have more serious matters on our hands. We can't waste any more precious time on these impetus rats. Go.
Maybe save one for question.
And Bro just gives a small bow to the Grand Advisor and he's off.
Can we go with them? We have the decree.
I don't really want to, if I'm being honest.
There is no need. The sentries will deal with the meeting. They are more than capable. Your efforts are needed elsewhere.
Are you not going to save one for a little fun? Get more information?
Leave that to me.
Good, will do. To the crypt!
And she sort of just gestures out the door, and you may leave. And you're kind of like left on your own in like this first floor. Rowick's gone, but you kind of know your way out. Yeah, what do you do?
Steal some shit.
No, don't steal some shit.
It's not these, it's not even stealing anymore. It's ours, right? It's our castle, we're the founder.
No fear, no.
Is she still at her station? The
Grand Advisor?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like sat back down behind her desk and sort of writes them out.
Probably should go to
Head
the
on
crypt.
down.
Yeah.
I'm quite intrigued.
For once, I must admit, I am both perplexed and intrigued. We're all family.
Oh, how lovely.
How adorable.
I know you mean that sarcastically, but it actually is.
Nothing.
Doesn't mean that sarcastically.
So, this is the thing, he doesn't respond to that. You think of that as you
That's
will.
the thing, I want to insight check that, because that's an odd for him not to retort to that.
PvP.
No, it's only an 11.
We need to use the deck of many insults. Just a thought I had.
I mean, make of it what you will.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Does anyone know where the crypt is?
No idea.
Throne room. I don't know.
I think head down. Keep going.
We did ask for a map, didn't we?
We did, and
We
she
didn't
said
get
maps
that.
don't exist.
Well.
Not of the crypt.
Should we?
But do we know where... Sorry to bother you. How do we get to the crypt?
It is not in the royal castle. It will be... Go to the largest lake in Kanrath. You will very much see where it is.
What, Trash Island?
No.
The biggest fountain. We were right!
I don't know how your frolicking is going to go
No,
with that body now.
Badly.
Rusty.
So badly.
You know this largest lake to be very north of Kanrath. The Dirtwater Belt is on the very south of Kanrath.
What? Hey,
Fucking he pulled your pants down there, didn't he?
it's Crypt.
Fucking hell, Jack got you.
Is the Crypt just like left there? Like, somebody's going to be touching the founder's body, and it's just like, well, fucking get there then.
No,
Have a
so
look.
Jack putting holes in the story.
no. So it is a very identifiable building.
But is it like guarded, like because it's a royal crypt?
No.
Okay.
Because
No, I'm
there's
dirty.
only one way in.
Oh,
Swim.
I see.
And
If
nobody
you
can
have the
swim.
Founder's Blood.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
You'll know more if you ever get close to it, that kind of thing. But
We should probably get a taxi.
Marcus, I think this is your remit.
so you kind of
flag
leaving the castle at this
Yeah,
point?
Yeah.
or-
Flag a taxi down.
What?
Flag a taxi
Okay.
down.
Well, you exit the front large gates of this castle, and you see the detective Ethan Ward is waiting for you. He's kind of leant up against like the side building or something. He's just got a cigar in his
You
mouth.
really have to quit that, Ethan.
And that's a reader fan. I make it.
Alright, sassy. Don't apologise to Ethan Ward, Marcus.
Well, I
what do you want
understand you're making some more investigations now, I believe.
Yes.
Would you mind if I came along with you?
Insight check.
Can.
If you want to. What are you trying to insight?
Why does he want to come? I know he's a detective.
But
19.
19.
Just invited himself along.
So...
I didn't know.
There's no malicious intent there. Like you very much feel like he is doing his job.
Yeah.
And
Just a bit.
yeah, he's got a little bit of sass to him, but
yeah,
you know, he's just very much. He'll just say what's kind of on his mind.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't really give a shit what he says. You know, if something comes to mind, he'll say it, kind of thing. So yeah, you don't get anything that's like, who the fuck is this guy? Why does he want to be everywhere?
Yeah.
Like you don't get that. Well, if you wouldn't mind me joining you, I would love to. I do have to run a few errands, but I'll join you on a little later if you want.
Why find us now and then say, fuck off?
Well,
As if fear doesn't swear, so go away.
Meet us at the crypt, I guess.
you going to the crypt? Are you going straight to the crypt?
No.
Do we need to get anything before going to the crypt?
Taxi.
Taxi.
Taxi! Oh my god!
Oh, one of the funniest things you've ever said.
Taxi.
Taxi!
Oh no.
I'm just glad you like me.
Oh yeah, we love you, mate. We
love
fucking
you.
love you, dude.
Oh, Alex!
Ethan would probably say, I came to find you because I want to make sure that you're all right with me hanging around and investigating with you. Because
Oh, Ethan.
I've been doing some stuff on my own, but you know,
What have you found? Show us your notes, Ethan.
well, as you probably well know, the Grand Advisor has probably been telling you a lot of stuff.
Just see like the Renham drawing of like the woman, the stick woman with tits.
Here we go. This is what I found.
The Grand Advisor.
So I've been trying to locate these anarchist meetings, and I managed to locate a couple, and they've been dealt with. But the latest one has become a bit of a pain in my ass. So I've been trying to find it, but I have heard that information has come by Broick and to the Grand Advisor. So I imagine they're probably dealing with that now. But I know I mentioned errands, and I know I've only just found you, but I've got to send a letter to Cyherested. I've got a contact, and I think he could possibly help.
Ooh.
A quick one before you run then, because I'm feeling crepes.
Grapes. I can't eat.
What do you think of Broick?
He seems like a loyal man. Well, he's been.
Personally.
I don't know the man personally.
Now we hate him. Like nothing.
It's just a little weasel man.
Yeah.
I've only been to the Royal Castle a handful of times.
Well, Ethan, perhaps you could tell us about your contact in Cyherested and why you think that they might be useful.
It's probably a wiser question.
Maybe.
If
I'm
I'm
just
being,
glad you like me.
if I'm being totally honest, I think I need to keep that information secret.
Ooh.
Only because I think it'll keep you safer.
Oh.
Ooh, shit.
Tease.
It's pretty mysterious.
In time, I'm sure I'll tell you, but now's not the time.
Oh, we need to make sure he stays alive.
Protect Ethan at all costs.
Nope.
Adopt him.
We should find a goblin. I hear they're all the rage.
Should you ever visit Cyherested, then maybe I will tell you who he is. But,
It's a he.
So he.
I don't mind you telling you that because.
It's a third of the population.
So I'm gonna go pop and do that at the post office, and send a letter off to Cyherested, and then I'll come meet you somewhere. Where are you going first? Is my
The
question.
crypt
Okay,
of the
you're going-
founder.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I don't know if you're getting any evidence anywhere or information or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, are you dropping a hint?
I know. I'm assuming you're doing an investigation of sorts.
I don't know anymore,
No,
really.
so
I think we're just allowed to do whatever we
Yeah,
want.
we've got a letter and
Oh,
everything.
Well, I'm very glad to see that, but
No, I think we are
I'm
going
just
to.
asking
We're going to
questions.
the
All
crypt,
right, guys.
Ethan.
I'm just
We're
asking.
going to get a taxi, go to the crypt.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Would you like to go clubbing later?
When do you get off?
Hopefully later.
Right. I'll meet you at the crypt.
Thank you, Ethan.
Are we just going straight to the crypt now, or
Apparently,
why
yeah.
not?
I'll
We got anything else we need to do?
No.
Shall I wave down a
Yes, please.
taxi?
Yeah, you make your way across the bridge that kind of leads off from the royal castle into the noble district, and you can see there is kind of already one waiting for you.
That should be like a Marcus.
Yes, we know about you. Sit on. And you all can sort of pile on in the carriage.
Oh, blood range cleared.
I could have a whole episode of just Marcus talking to fantasy taxi drivers.
I want that extra content. Just like, and that's what I want. Is like if somebody can like do artwork in animated shorts, so just like us in Angst cabs, and just Marcus being like, "See blood range ended." It's just a what year are we in?
Oh, God, I can't remember.
Is this the 471 model or the 470?
Where are you
based?
Where
Oh, the
Late?
Crypt to the founder, please.
All right.
Do you know how much that would be before we get there?
That's what?
Is it like per mile or?
Oh, no, this has been planned for you.
What?
It's free. You don't have to worry about payment.
Royal decree.
Oh,
I knew you were coming.
Why don't we just take the car?
you knew we were coming.
Wait, well, I was ordered to come here because I don't know. Don't ask me. I just ask questions here. I drive the cab. I mean,
Oh,
I'm not worried. If we need to kill him, we can kill him. It's...
fine.
I was ordered by the royals in the castle, I think, or something. But
Oh,
The royals in the castle.
I don't know.
What's your name?
you mean?
I feel we're going to have a long and fruitful
You know what the worst thing
relationship.
is? My first name was Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Jimmy what?
Two fingers. Kanrath, BC! Fucking nailed it!
Fuck's sake!
Yes, thank you, Jack.
Oh, Christ.
Cross campaign.
Hey, he's not in Starfinder, so.
Oh,
There he is.
I'm trying to think of names now.
Jimmy Two Fingers.
He's called Jimmy. He's called Jimmy, but he's not fucking Two Fingers, alright?
Fist.
Jimmy Fist.
Name's Jimmy, but I just
Fist.
Jimmy the Fist.
get on the cab. I'll take you to the crypt.
That's Monday's ad.
Jeez.
Sorted.
Oh, I am Jimmy the Fist.
For fuck's sake. Yeah, you make your way straight to the crypt, and it probably takes you probably about half an hour on this Angst cab, going from the noble sort of district all the way to the very north of Kanrath, nearest the largest lake in Kanrath. And you're not dropped off like directly outside the crypt, as you sort of there's no like major roads going to it. You kind of have to make your way through a load of sort of other buildings and dwellings and such.
A school.
But you drops you off as close as you can, and yeah, you can see from where you are this lake, and it goes on for maybe like a quarter mile. It's quite huge. But you can see on the other side of this lake there is this dark black marble building, and it's not massive. It's 1 story high, but it's masterfully made. You can see there are also black marble gargoyles hanging outside of the front entrance, even from this distance. And you can sort of make your way around, and it takes you maybe another sort of 20 minutes to walk there, and you reach there. You can see now the more details. You can see that there is the sigil of the founder, which is the sort of vampire snake that's kind of curling around itself and trying to eat the sun. On the middle of this door, there are no handles. There's just the imprint of a hand directly in the middle, like kind of over the seam of the 2 segments of this door. And there's a small hole directly in the middle of this hand imprint.
Stop it.
What is wrong with you? Fucking Christ. Yeah, what do you do?
Can I put my hand up to the handprint?
Are you just going to like
Yeah.
Straight on.
Assuming that there's something going to come out of the hole, like take blood or something.
It does. You can feel that. It takes like a little moment, and you feel like, oh, hang on, is it even going to work? You put your hand in, you press a little harder. Jesus. You press a little harder, and you can feel a mechanism just like move, and you press into it, and a needle punctures your palm, and you can feel it extracting some blood from you, and
Tetanus.
you can feel the needle retract, and you can take your hand away. You're not locked in, but you can hear a mechanism working.
What's the ground around us like? Is it like mud? Is it soil? Is it dirt? Is it stone?
So it's not stone because there's no roads or anything like directly outside this crypt. It is a mixture of just grass and mud, but it's well kept. It's not like stodgy mud. It's not like it's been raining or anything. It's kind of dry ground.
Could I look around just to see if there are tracks, if there are anything to denote that people have been here recently?
Sure, survival check.
It's a cocker.
That's a cocker.
That's how I Oh.
Oh,
9. Oh, 2.
shit.
We should probably.
You look at the ground and like, there's footprints everywhere, coming and going in all sorts of directions, from the front entrance to the side.
Oh, they're mine.
You realise you're tracking your own footprints. No, but there's a lot of traffic in this area. Just from people to and fro, whether they're having a walk around the lake, whether they're just doing jobs, that kind of thing. But it seems this place isn't out of the way. It's.
Do people come here as like we're doing your picnic today? Found a Crypt? Cool.
They don't have picnics there, no. But it's very much, it is a revered place. And I think you would all know that when the founder was buried, initially people were allowed to visit the crypt. They were allowed to pay their respects and all that. But at some point in time, that was banned. And the whole crypt was shut off for good. So, whether people maybe still revere the crypt from the outside, you don't know, but like I said, there's footprint tracker.
Like a tourist attraction.
Yeah, it very much is.
Yeah.
You know, everyone seems to know that it's kind of crypt if you kind of live in this area. So, yeah. But yes, the mechanism is now working with Marcus's blood. And it takes a few moments, maybe even a minute or 2 minutes, until eventually this imprint of the hand gets pressed in even more, and it turns upside down, and it separates into two as the door begins to sort of shake and rumble. It starts to pull away from itself, revealing a staircase that goes down. And we're going to go to break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. Come back for some more Bloodpunk goodness. We'll see you in a minute.
Bye.
Hello. We were talking about frozen pizza just before we
Very
came back on.
important discussions.
Very important conversation, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
What time are you on till?
I don't know, about 10, start at 10, yeah. How about you, mate?
All night, mate.
All night.
I actually can take some time off. It's great. I was about to say probably, and I was like, no, shit. I've actually finished 2 commissions, and I actually have time.
Hey, what's these?
Yeah. Oh shit. Fuck yeah. Well, go me.
My hands
Well done.
How are we all feeling at the minute? Like, what is people's sort of theories as well? Like, what's going on there?
What's going on?
What's going on in here? What's going on in here?
Like, obviously, you guys have your own sort of suspicions about what's sort of happening. I want to know what.
I think that somebody has been in the crypt already and has covered their tracks, and there's probably going to be something waiting for us down there.
Fair enough.
I wonder. I think the founder's in a coma.
Oh, you don't think
yeah.
he's actually dead?
No, I think he's. I think he's in like this liminal dream state. We're still with power.
Why would he?
Yeah.
What if he's the Lich and the picture was a phylactery of some kind?
Oh, yeah.
What if
Phylactery. Oh,
the fact that speaking to
word.
his
I like that word.
funny that
What the fuck does that mean?
ask me again in a few months, and we'll come
Right,
back to this,
okay.
and this will be some extra content.
Sure.
There you go.
All right then.
Teasers for channel things. The idea that the actual founder, and we know that, I don't think there was getting around, but that was clearly the founder. There was no trickery, there's nothing else. We know that that is the founder. And we've been given down the blood. Yeah, we've got this blood degeneration thing going on, but like...
Ian's for that.
Yeah, I'm like, how can I stack this up and see what the mechanic actually is? But the idea that he was okay with, like, he's like, I'm not bothered about my children.
Yeah.
I don't mind that the first one's in that position. And even with that, like, those pictures, which I was so sure was like Kanrath,
The story.
of the betrayal, and then maybe leading to the Lich being that first child. But then the founder being like, don't worry about it, mate.
Wasn't even fussed about being brutally murdered.
No.
Yeah, and like,
And we all know it's a very traumatic experience
Yeah,
for anyone,
exactly.
so, you know.
so I think, and then the revelation that Broick is okay.
That really shook you, didn't it?
I really just don't like him. Maybe it's just the way Jack portrays him.
It could very well be, to be fair.
Like, we're in this weird thing of, like, we don't really know who's trust, we don't know who's on what side.
No.
It's like, it might even, like, part of me is even like, maybe the cult is, like, more on the founder side.
And trying to bring the
people
founder
in the-
back.
Yeah. Like,
Which is where I'm now at.
yeah.
So it's like, and don't be wrong, I'm not going to be setting any of them free anytime soon, but I don't know. For me, it's like now back out in the open, like all up in the air, even not back out in the open. That we now just need to find out. And I think for Fear, on a character personal level, the fact that there's this revelation that the founder and Kane could potentially be. I mean, he's only really just found out who Kane is, let alone this like malevolent, horrible torturer and master, is potentially the only person related to the founder that could question their actual lineage, and like then to be like, well, my entire fucking purpose is to fucking kill the what can only be described if it is blood family, and the first child or the grand paladin, high paladin, is only a child by being created and not actual blood. Of course he would want to fucking kill him. Be like, well, no, it's my fucking throne. By default, it should have been Kane's.
It's interesting as well finding out that the Grand Advisor is an alchemical vampire. That's really cool, particularly considering from a marionette perspective that Wyron had been doing blood experiments. That's a bit like, ooh, is she decent here?
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting threads on which to pull. My tabs on my notes have exponentially grown.
It's funny because it's like, to me, it's like, were we chosen specifically, or is it like a complete random thing?
Happenstance.
Yeah, that's the big question.
Sorry.
In my head, anyway.
Did we ever like follow up the judge who sentenced us to death?
Nah.
No. Because
No, but then I think that meta-wise is just a
hook.
A hook.
Right.
Well, because then Kitty was
Brutally
brutally
murdered.
yeah.
by the judge.
Jack makes them note.
I think more along the lines of the cult and the founder.
Just put something together.
But are there more?
What are your thoughts, Jack?
It's all a mess, mate. It's all a mess.
No, the campaign.
Oh, right.
Fucking you turned quick on that, didn't you?
What do you think, Jack? How badly are we fucking this up?
He doesn't go high pitch very often.
On a
but when
scale
he
of 1 to 10.
11.
Sort of gone the way that I thought you would about like how you go about things. So you haven't gone too far astray,
Fair enough.
as it were. I think this whole thing is a whole Bloodpunk campaign is going quite quick. And also, actually forgot to mention, everyone's now level 4.
Oh, shit.
Who's your favourite child?
Yeah! I was just going to say, who's your favourite character?
Who's my favourite character?
And then who's your favourite player?
Oh,
Come on, be game.
No. Are you
love all
telling me
my
like
children
characters
equally.
other than you guys?
No.
No, us.
Oh, then I can't do
Give
that.
one of us a
I
load of
can't do
praise
that
and the
either.
rest of us
Nah.
are complex.
You're all great.
Aw,
Thanks,
don't
Jack.
believe you.
I love you all
We're all
equally.
great than the rest, right?
Hey?
Oh god, I've got
What'd
one
you say?
fucking
Are we?
HP
I said
now.
there's one more
This
that's
could go
more great
badly.
than the rest.
Oh,
Oh.
We doing hit dice?
Rolls H.
Are we doing hit dice?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's level 4 now because that vision was something else.
What am I?
Are we re-rolling ones?
Yeah, once.
Ooh, 8.
Oh.
Lovely. Sorry. I never roll good
I
on
think
my.
you did that until after last time. It was quite low, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was shit.
I've done renownedly well on all of mine, so
Because you're the rogue, but yet you have the highest HP.
yeah, and it's just like, so I'm due a shit one.
Is it a 2?
It's a 2.
Oh,
You got set?
Witch!
I'm a witch.
I'm a witch.
I'm a witch.
It's my favourite thing. Oh, it's all the
I
clips.
forgot what my hit dice are.
Can I re-roll that?
No, sorry. mate.
Jack,
Hello.
what are my hit dice?
D10 for Pally, innit?
D10 for a pally pal.
Cool.
Pally.
And then you add your con mod.
Con mod.
Oh god, I've got to
Are you doing it on
change
sheet?
some
You are, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, D10 plus your con mod, and then add that one to your hit point maximum.
I've never. That's a D12. What's D10 again? Shit diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
shit diamond.
Hit diamond.
I know. Only good diamonds in hit.
Lovely +4.
There we
My
go.
+2 con mod.
I believe level 4 is mainly just a feat or ability score improvement. Unless some classes might be you get something else as well. I'm not really sure. Anyone else getting anything cool?
I'm going to take the ability score improvement.
I will look
I
at
am
this.
taking a feat.
I
I
am also
decided.
taking a feat.
What were you taking, Marcus?
I'm probably going to have to look at it as I've done it all pepper.
Oh, what feats are we taking?
I decided to take one that is specific to the Crimson template because I thought that'd be fun. So I've chosen the Mark of Blood. A bloody mark unique to you appears on your body, somewhere of your choice. This mark can't be removed by any means.
Why are we chuckling?
I just could feel you just
Yeah, I could.
going.
I think.
Carry on.
Say it. Say it.
No.
Constitution score increases by 1. When you die, you fail 4 death saving throws instead of 3. This increases the number of times you can return to life with a Crimson Destiny feature. So if I die, I can return to life 3 times.
Yes.
So now I can do it 4 times,
Okay, now.
which I don't think includes the whole
Yes.
resurrection situation that
Indeed,
happened.
Be a dick, GM. Yeah. Oh, actually, I'm going to take away that feature. You've got it.
Yeah. When you drink the blood of a creature that died within 1 minute, you gain a number of hit points equal to the number of hit dice the creature has, which I have to use my entire turn to do. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty good.
Ooh, I thought
That's
it
a
was
great
good.
feat.
I thought so.
Fantastic.
What about the marionette?
Storage compartment!
Yes. So I imagine that
I like it.
because you were an older model
Yes.
of automaton, while you were out
Yeah.
for the count, you were
Upgraded.
upgraded to the latest firmware, as it
Had
were.
new software.
And they took the liberty of polishing you up, making sure you've got all new sort of joints. And
It's like, Jesus, this
everything,
bitch is
yeah.
old.
you're still you know, but you've got all brand new parts.
I tread left on
I
this.
specifically
You've got a
have
bit of extra stuff.
special modifications that increase your storage space. Plated compartments have been permanently placed around your body. These plated compartments can hold up to 20 cubic feet or 600 pounds of equipment on the marionette of holding.
Amazing.
Galatron.
Your height increases by a foot.
Oh, you're taller than me now.
Yeah, I am. And your weight increases by 60 pounds because of these modifications. Food and water stored in this way don't go bad by normal means, but magic can still affect them. Strength score increases by 1 to a maximum of 20, and carrying capacity is doubled.
Yeah.
I don't think I get it.
Mega marionette.
Yeah. Marionette.
Marionette.
I'm Nanny McPhee.
I work with babies.
I work with all manner of babies.
Obviously, you can decide a little later on if you want Marcus.
Yeah.
Fine.
I don't hit that.
Feel free to read if you want to. So,
Read the campaign.
we left off just outside of the Crypt of the First Vampire, as it's well known as. I think at the point that the door opens, Detective Ethan Ward turns up after running his little errand to send a letter off. He's doing that sort of like jog, which makes it up to you. I see you've already opened the crypt then.
What a detective.
What have I done to hurt this guy?
Oh my god. It's just fear.
Don't take it
worry.
personally, no.
Alright, I'll take notice of him. Can I join you in the crypt? Is that alright?
Is it?
Do you have Founder's Blood though? Really?
I don't have Founder's Blood, but I can see the doors open.
I know, but I don't know if it's like an exclusive thing, you know.
If we tell the Grand Advisor you are in there with us, is she going to kill you and then us?
She was in quite a temper when we saw her.
It was very
I wouldn't
gross.
think so. I mean, as long as I'm
quite a bit.
Have you got royal decree?
I've got the medallion just like you guys.
Have you
I
got a
have one of
decree?
those.
We've all got a medallion.
Oh, Marcus, yes!
I think we can probably
Look, I'm
let
only
Ethan
here
in
to
with
help,
us.
alright?
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
No smoking there. Is he smoking a cigarette?
No smoking.
If you
Yeah,
want me to
Your
not
dildo's
join
on
you, I
fire.
won't.
Come on, one more meat shield the better. Cigarette out, please. Puts his hand
No, he's
That's not
Yeah.
happening. And he sort of just saw
Ethan,
it.
there we go.
Why am I going to put this out?
Here's your change.
This is-
You don't want to smoke in the crypt. Grand to the crypt. Found the crypt.
Yes. And no smoking sign right there.
It's only a bit of cigar smoke. I got
You don't have to do anything.
I'm keeping it.
Have you got a
Put it
fidget
out.
spinner?
I'm not putting it out.
Can you put it out?
Put
Just smell
it out.
I was going to say persuasion, but now fucking intimidation.
Okay. Oh yeah, boy.
Oh, yeah, boy.
17.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, fine. And he tosses you the cigar that you had
And
lit.
I'll put it out on fear.
And Marcus will just pull out a cigar and start smoking.
Marcus!
Look, we better make this bloody quick, because I'll tell you what, I'm going to need another one pretty soon. So just, let's
What
get
are
on.
you... Fucking useless. And
We're
start
working
walking
here.
down.
He won't say anything else, he just say, I want to get this over done quick, because I need to have another one.
I think you have a problem.
So, who's going now first?
I will.
You will.
Oh. Fear doesn't think there are any traps in here.
Sure, the last time.
Yeah. So he's just like,
Housekeeping.
yeah, you know, like,
Fine.
you have to have Founder's Blood to get in here.
Yeah.
And so he, like,
Yeah.
I'm not running, but he's just,
Fist check.
Jauntily just walking down.
oh, jauntily.
Yes.
Confidently striding.
Confidently.
Yeah.
Alright. I presume you all follow?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna spider climb on the ceiling, cover all angles.
Okay. Sure. You were just
A lot of pigeon shit up here. Oh, wait.
going up.
And you go.
Vampire pigeons. Lots of spider climbing.
As soon as the last one of you enters the crypt, the doors shut behind you.
That's the next art.
So
Vampire
you are-
pigeon on it.
Locked in the crypt. You make your way down the stairs, and you're going for probably what seems like maybe 5 minutes, just step after step after step. And this crypt is not lit in any way, shape, or form.
Dark vision!
I'm just letting you know what's around you, you prick, okay?
Dark vision.
Until eventually you get to level ground.
Level 5?
The
Fucking
floor
hell.
is just red carpet.
Ooh, snazzy.
You can tell
For
that
me?
this whole crypt is made out of darkened stone, but the floor is entirely red carpet. You can see in front of you, this corridor goes on for maybe like about 30 foot, but you can see it breaks off into two, left and right.
Knock, knock. Good, nobody's home.
You don't hear anything, but you are now on this red plush carpet. What do you do? You've got these ways left and right, 30 foot.
Does the carpet look like it's in good nick?
Give me a perception check.
Thank you.
I presume you're still on the ceiling, Marcus.
Yes.
11.
11.
Although the crypt is like opened up some fucking miles away. Say hi.
Okay, with an 11, the carpet is in good condition. It looks like it's been used, but that could be from years ago when people used to visit the crypt. You're not really sure.
Okay.
Marcus, you're on the ceiling, and you kind of have to go over this like lip from where the stairs go down, and then you have to kind of go under
A lintel?
Huh?
A lintel? Sorry. Is it a lintel?
It's a lintel above doors.
Yeah. Or is it a lindor?
It's a lintel.
So yeah, basically you enter the room, but it's like a vertical wall straight up where you have to go.
Amazing.
The ceiling is 50 foot high in this place, so you're quite a ways up, just hanging on the ceiling from that distance.
There he goes.
Yeah,
I'll probably come down.
you could come down. My knees. What are you doing? Fucking tell me, come on.
Oh, I don't.
Left or right? Always left.
Left if you want left.
I feel it's going to go to the same place, really.
Same.
I don't think it matters.
Left it is.
You go left, and you're approached with another corridor that sort of goes an extra sort of 30 foot. There's a door in front of you, but there's also a door immediately to your left.
Oh.
Do they say anything on them?
No. These doors are also made out of metal.
Are they identical? Like,
Are they what? Sorry?
are they identical?
Yes.
Doors? Okay.
What kind of metal?
Very much like a dark iron.
Okay. So it's not like
It's-
like silver or
No, it's very
to keep
much
something
like
out.
built for robustness.
Tries the left door just to push it open.
Yeah, it's unlocked. It's not locked in any way, and you can make your way in if you wish. But inside there are some wooden chairs placed along the walls, and a wooden lectern stands in the middle of the room. The walls are decorated with dark crimson veils. There is a drawer on the lectern with a piece of paper inside, which you can see is just kind of open, and you can see it from where you are when you enter.
Go and read the paper.
If you go in,
The Daily
you
Bite.
pick up a piece of paper, and it's a speech, but it's written in common, so you can all read it. But it says, "Dear citizens of Kanrath, welcome to the Museum of the First Vampire and his Crypt of Remembrance. It is an honour for me to be your guide in these sacred chambers. First, let me be brief. Let me brief you about the crypt." That's it. That's what it says.
So it might have
Was it ever opened up as a museum then?
It was very much a public space that people can visit, pay their respects, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Would Marcus know like why it closed off to like the public or like became sealed?
I don't think I even meant you wrong. I don't think you know. I think everyone here would know that the crypt was just shut off at some point.
Yeah.
You're not sure inner reasonings for why that is.
Maintenance.
It's just shut off from the public.
Yeah.
Well, it's fucking boring, really.
I can see why it
It's
closed.
a fairly empty room, this one. But
Quick, anything like in his like nonchalant way, like runs a finger around the wall, like the drapes, in a sort of like flavoured investigation check to like see if there's anything behind the drapes. Slash
investigation.
secret places.
fucking hell.
Investigation. 11. See everything.
There is nothing else in this room.
Clear.
You get very much the sense of this was kind of like introduction room where if you were coming to visit the crypt, you'd have a guide to show you around, maybe tell you about the history or something, and that's all this room was.
Anything on the other side of that paper?
You, as you sort of go to flip it, you see there's one small line coming out at the bottom of the page that you hadn't quite read, and it says, "And this, dear citizens, is how our great leader, the Crimson King, decided to build a crypt for his ancestor."
The other door, then, maybe?
Do it.
There you go, Kitty. Hand you the paper for your investigaciones.
Thank you very much.
That's quite all right.
So helpful.
So you try the other door that you found, yeah?
Sure.
It unlocks. You are approached with a very squeaky door and
Cat in here.
a 25-foot long corridor leading to another door. But you can see on the walls of this corridor skulls, skeletal hands, and legs built into the walls of this corridor.
Skeletal hands.
How is that funny?
I don't know.
Skeletal.
I don't know.
Skeletal hands.
Skeletal.
Yeah, that pancake's gone to your head.
Yeah.
We didn't need the pancakes, these dickheads. I assume we just carry on.
To the door?
Yes, I mean,
High five all the skeletal.
All the skeletal hands.
Yo, what's up, my man? Yeah. Cool. You go in to this next one. Again, it's not locked, and it's still this sort of dark iron look to it. And you open it up. The first thing you notice is the smell of fresh blood, which you've certainly all become accustomed to if you weren't already. There are 4 people chained to the walls by their wrists and ankles, with their throats sliced open. They look like regular citizens of Kanrath, and they were used by
Dave. I don't know.
someone.
It's the first name that came to my head.
Yeah, they were used by
No, I was going to say Joe, and then Dave came in.
So, literally, like 4 fresh people have been brought in here and had their throats slit.
Yep.
Oh.
Think about what you will.
Are they still? I suppose Fear's going to go across and like put his head like next to like cheek to cheek as if he was going in for a bite. But like, are they still warm?
I mean, you can make me an investigation check as you sort of have a little look around and sort of see what the body's like.
Oh, this is quite fresh, this blood.
8.
I will tell you at least that the bodies are somewhat warm still.
These are very fresh.
Can I have a little look around to see if there are any signs of older blood in here as well?
Sure, you can make a little check for me.
Investigation?
Yes.
Oh no. 10.
10. You definitely find some bits of older blood. Because it's kind of like in amongst where some of this fresh blood is.
Yeah.
It's kind of at the bottom of these bodies that have been chained. You kind of get the feeling that maybe this has happened more than once.
Yeah. Cool.
is this like a room? Kind of what else is like? What would be the usual setup for this room, or is this like the purpose of the room, the murder room?
You'll fit right in.
Exactly.
Give me a history check.
I wonder if they need to keep blood in the crypt for.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Smarty.
This place was very much used as a sacrificial ground.
Oh, okay.
You can see where the wrists and ankles have been chained up, that those are kind of like permanent fixtures to the walls. They haven't just been put there, they have been there for a while. I think all of you collectively, as you're sort of looking at these bodies, looking at the blood, you kind of turn around, and the other side of the room there is an altar. where a body lays, with a dagger next to it.
Ooh. He's got a knife.
No! It's mine.
What do you do?
I think I'd approach it.
Can I cast Divine Sense?
Ooh, good one.
I'm doing it slowly as well.
Yeah, tell me what that does again, please.
As an action within 60 foot, you can sense the location of any fiend or undead.
Ping, ping. Ping, 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 ping.
Instantly, you.
There's a skeleton in me.
Right, what was the distance? Sorry.
60 foot.
60 foot. Just gotta make sure.
I was going to save it, but I don't know how deep this goes.
All the way to the bottom there.
It's like a crypt.
It's like some sort of crypt.
So, immediately, you get a ping right in front of you
Oh, undead.
on this altar.
Fiend.
Ooh.
Undead.
Mm.
So that's all that will give you, but you know that it is a form of undead.
Are they?
Because it's a vampire.
Well, I mean, you're the one approaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does your divine sense? Do they have to be living, or is it just like?
No, it just
can you
says-
sense like even if it's a dead body?
I can just sense the location of any fiend or undead. Does it say alive or dead?
I think Kitty would probably still approach anyway because I mean you haven't.
I'm coming with
yeah,
you.
haven't said
'cause
anything.
Safety in numbers.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, you,
Gingerly approaching,
Yeah,
not
you-
like striding
saying?
up.
Casual.
You got really tall going down those stairs.
I'm bigger now.
you
Hello, Fear.
you approach this body. They wear kind of a mixture of kind of clothes. So they've got this kind of like shawl over their shoulders. It's kind of in a dark grey, and then underneath they've got like a brown, leathery sort of tunic. And
Kid.
around one of their hands are some prayer beads. And then there is, as I said, there's a dagger lying next to their other hand. But you can see immediately they have like these pointed ears. But probably the most distinctive feature is that they have, across their forehead, one long slice where blood has been dripping down their face. But their eyes are closed. But you also see on the altar there is a slight inscription.
What does it
In
say?
common. It says,
Enough.
bless you, Mark. Offer your blood and pray in the name of the founder.
Okay. No,
What is this? So, do what you will.
Are there any signs of life in this form?
Nothing's moving. Do you want to, like, how are you sort of trying to see if there's life around? Are you trying to, like, listen out?
I'm
for
looking.
things? Are you just looking?
I'm just
In your vicinity,
just like,
other than,
Taxi.
other than the party around you, there's no
Make it
life.
move.
There's no movement.
Do the raw.
Absolute drafty what they've done. 5, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a cantrip. I'm going to use the message.
Okay.
So I point my finger towards a creature within range and whisper a message. I'm just going to whisper,
You what?
"You're right."
I can
Hey, you are.
Send
You're right
nudes.
there.
Okay.
I can tell you. I think I literally texted that to Jack earlier today. No, it was last night, wasn't it? I said send nudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you?
No.
Honestly,
Oh, no,
Jack.
well,
Big game.
yes, but no.
Yes, but
Because what it was about my dinner. And he was like, "Oh, what are you having?"
It's
I
about
went,
my dinner.
Spaghetti bolognese, and he was like, "Send nudes." So I sent him a picture of my spaghetti bolognese.
Is that what we're calling it these days?
It's a mess. It's long, it's been, and it's not very hard.
Fuck it.
BDJ.
Anyway.
Right, mate.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm trying to see what this fucking. Okay. I think, Kitty, you get the same message back that you read on the altar.
That's Jack, honestly. I cast Augury. Just say anything, mate.
But it responds to you, so that would say, well, this creature is
Yeah, still.
living
Yeah.
in whatever manner that may be, but they repeat these words to you. Offer your blood in the name of the founder.
Interesting.
In that
hi,
voice?
everyone,
No.
I think this fellow's still a bit kind of alive. I'm not going to touch it.
Should we do what it says?
We have to offer our
Be
blood.
my guys.
I mean,
It
it
just
says
says
founder's
blood, yeah.
blood.
I was going to say, maybe we get a special prize.
I'll undo a thumb. Yeah.
And then Kitty will back away slightly.
little-
Oh, I don't know, why, it sounds like an oil can.
Cock it, yeah. Hang on. Let me just siphon it out.
Like a water pistol.
Oh my god, if Marinette ever gets a gun.
Super soaker.
Would you like a gun?
There are guns to be had.
Maybe.
I have a lot of guns.
And I will kneel at the altar. I'll just pour. You said there's a line across
There
the
is,
head.
yeah, a long just cut. Just way along for.
I'll run the blood across the line.
Okay.
And be like,
Simba.
Simba.
They're like, great, now I've got to get checked. It says it on the altar, not me.
I would say maybe a little kind of like, is there like a traditional prayer in Kanrath, or
Not really.
It's
if I'm
just like
honest. There's no like
reverence.
chant or anything.
is there anything that people kind of generally say to kind of revere the founder?
Fuck the mortals.
Our Father who art in heaven.
I think probably in the name of the founder.
Okay, I'll say that in the name of the founder.
You smear a bit of this blood across this open wound.
Just rub it in there.
Get real in.
You don't feel anything happen.
Screw my thumb back on.
Take with that what you will.
Cool.
Does it need to be on the altar?
Maybe. I should put another one.
Yeah, go for it.
Give you change.
Are you doing another bit of blood?
I'll do a little bit of blood. Yeah.
Like same.
And I think, yeah, it's for the founder, but maybe there's a little bit more of a, I don't know, I guess prayer's a bit of a weird one. Maybe kind of take hold of the prayer beads as I'm doing it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Roll me an insight check.
What? Good. 14. Yeah, I have to count on my
I
fingers.
do the same thing. If you find, I'll roll a d4 and I'll be like,
1.
You get the sense they're pleased.
Okay. Ooh.
Wow, your turn.
Ooh.
Pitching a tent, pal. Satiated.
Oh no.
What was they?
You can reduce your maximum hit point by 2
Oh, okay.
because you've given blood.
I'm with the founder, I'm not doing that.
I guess we all have to.
Is there any other way out of this? Is there another door in this room actually?
No, there is. So you came through this door that was in sort of the skeletal hand corridor, and then directly opposite that door was another door, and immediately to your right is a door, and where this altar is kind of in the back left corner. Okay.
Another door you need me to try?
Yeah. If
Well.
you would, Fear.
No, not a problem. This one's stuck on the floor.
Not the carpet.
The right?
Yeah.
The one immediately to the right.
Yeah. Toilet.
You find it locked as you kind of go to pull a handle, and it just doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go down.
Flicks his
You can
cloak.
instantly, as a rogue, you can tell that this thing's been locked.
Yeah.
It is at this moment the body starts to rise off the altar. Very suddenly, it shoots up from straight prone, just sat right up, grabs the dagger, and looks straight at all of you. Initiative, please.
Oh!
Oh, you've been after a fight.
What have you been after? Boy, air.
Oh, hello.
Not 20.
Nat 20 also.
Whoa.
Yay!
Bullshit.
Bros.
Bullshit. Lies.
Stop it, guys! You're
Well,
playing the game
I
wrong.
got a
Oh, that
1,
gives me a
so I think that balances that
23.
out.
You can't roll higher than the GM. That's not fair.
Actually, I think you'll find.
We are going to kill this thing.
Yeah.
We are going to
Fucking
murder it.
mincemeat.
Yeah. I'm just going to unload a gun into it. Fucking not stop.
Blood grenade.
Just punch it into its mouth. Marionette is going to crush this thing.
For my new Tiggo biddies.
Oh my god. Please have got fangs and fucking proper like...
Find some big old metal tits.
Oh, the bells that chime. Bum!
Boom, boom. The reverb.
Ooh, it's tinnitus for the rest of us.
Right. Kitty, what do you get?
Got a 2.
Oh.
I got a little 2.
Best stand back.
Marionette.
You're just stood next to it.
Marks.
23.
Fair.
12. Low roll.
Lots of twos.
Right.
I got that one, didn't I?
Marcus, you can act first.
Cool.
As this
It's a cool death.
Yeah.
It sits up onto my sword.
this body just shoots up and like swings its legs over the edge of the altar and stands up, and it looks like it's just gonna fucking go in for blood.
Because I see it grab the dagger, I'm just going to immediately whip out my sword.
You knew one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a little toy out.
And you will it into being,
Yeah.
and in your hand appears what you know to be a version of the Founder's weapon.
Okay.
But yes, you are ready and willing.
Cool.
I'd say you're about
I'm just going to
15 foot away from this creature.
Going to move into melee, shield raised, and then sword down here.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to fucking...
Okay, roll to attack, please.
Yeah.
Make sure to add that +1.
Oh,
Oh, right.
Daddy.
Ah.
Oh,
That's
no.
a 8. Oh, no, sorry. That's an 8. Got the same attack roll as my pistol.
So you've got
That
these
does not
fingers.
hit.
Yeah. Can I go again?
I think you're not used to the weight of a sword. I think it's just a little bit cumbersome, perhaps, and you just miss. And you're just maybe not ready for it, but
Alright.
your attack does miss. Anything else?
Oh, I've got fucking loads of shit I could have done. I was a paladin. Why do you let me come? Fuck's sake.
That's what she said.
I knew you were going to go there. I don't even need to say it.
No, that's it. I have to save it. I have to hit for Divine Smite, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Could I retrospectively say I picked up blunderbuss buckshot ammo or slug ammo while we were at the castle? You can say no. I forgot to say it at the time because I remember that I didn't actually pick up ammo. We found it without ammo. You can say no. It's fine.
Make a d20 roll. If you get above a 10, you did, and you remembered it.
15.
You did.
Oi.
You remembered to take some. Maybe from the stores, the expansive stores of the Royal Castle.
Sweet.
Don't take infinite,
No.
but take some. Say 12 shots.
A reasonable amount. Yeah.
You have buckshot ammo for your blunderbuss.
If I can take slug, that'd be great.
You have...
Because you can use one. You can use either ammo.
Yeah. I'll let you have that. What to do with it? Oh fuck, I haven't even set up a... Prick!
your turn, mate.
Marionette, it's you.
Hello. Right, because I'm right in front of it, my bonus action, I'm going to cast Crimson Blood.
Tell me what Crimson Blood does.
Blood begins to... This is a bonus action, by the way, which is really sexy. Blood begins to circle you at an intense speed. Attack rolls against you are made with disadvantage. Your speed increases by 10 feet, and you can't be grappled for the duration of the spell. Your weapon attacks deal an extra 1 blood damage on a hit for the duration.
That's fucking decent.
It's fucking
That's a good
decent.
buff.
Yeah.
Very good.
So this I think some of the blood from like maybe Marionette's shins starts to like a little compartment opens and it starts to like pull out and like whips up around as it like just gets faster and faster and faster around her.
Whirlwind of blood.
Whirlwind of blood. I'm then going to draw my rapier and I'm going to try and stab this undead bitch.
Make a roll for me.
Kill them.
Okay. I have math. 16.
That does hit.
Huzzah! So that's going to be fuck me. 3 points of it's 2 points of piercing damage and 1 blood damage.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Yeah. I rolled a 1, Jack.
Yes, you did.
That's not bad for a 1, though. That's alright.
Yeah.
Even at level 4, that's
1
good.
to a 3.
Cool.
It's pretty good.
3 damage. Sick. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's all I can
Cool.
do.
Maybe you just give him like, a little bit of prong prick on his like forearm or something.
What is it?
I'm not used to the extra bulk.
Fair enough. Yeah, you're trying to make
You know, I've just got so much going on up here to
Yeah.
deal with.
T old bins.
Dig
Like,
old Benny.
You've somehow grown a foot in like
Yeah.
30 paces, so...
Fear.
Yeah, the blunderbuss comes out as from under the cape. He just lifts it up and it's just with a slug shot going to try and just beam them in the head with it.
All right. Make an attack roll.
Well, it's fitting. It's about where all of my shots have been. That is a... It's only a 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
No. Then he will back up and he just starts stepping backwards to give himself as much distance with my like ridiculous amount of movement that I've got. And then we'll like back up towards the wall where the slit throat bodies are and just starts walking backwards up the wall, basically keeping the blunderbuss attached as he's like putting the next slug in.
So, just so you know how far away you are about 30 feet away from him.
Yeah, cool.
Alright, so that's your turn. It is now the Crimson Monk's turn.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh no, he's a fucking monk.
Garanga. That's what they say, isn't it?
He will.
Fuck me.
So he's got his dagger, and then you can see that he tenses on his prayer beads, and they form a shield.
Ooh.
And it just forms right in front of him. And he will go to make an attack against Marcus. He has advantage for reasons.
Because Jack said so.
Because I fucking said so. That's 21 to hit.
Yes.
Marcus is dead, everyone.
Bye, Marcus.
Oh Christ.
Bad Felicia.
So that's 5 points of piercing damage
Oh,
Okay.
and 6 points of poison damage.
Oh, I'm immune to
Yeah.
poison.
You're immune to poison?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So just 5
Immune or
points.
resistant?
Immune. Fuck.
What was it through again? Was it from the vision?
Vampire thing, isn't it?
I can't hear him.
Immune to disease.
Resistant body, you gain resistance to necrotic damage at first level, poison at third, and cold at fifth.
So you're resistant.
So
So
2,
instead of
3.
you take 5 points piercing, 3 points of poison.
Big of hell.
As
Thanks, buddy.
something in the edge of this dagger. There's something either enchanted or whether it has physical poison on it, you're not sure. You just feel something ebb within your blood. Just hurts that a little bit more. And with this second attack goes for Marionette.
at disadvantage, which would make it normal.
A normal roll. So I've rolled once. Does a 10 hit you?
No!
Then they miss.
Aha!
Yeah. Maybe they just didn't get in between like a joint or anything, and it just doesn't quite work.
Close enough thighs on it. Just
They will attempt. I think they can try and move past you and go straight for fear.
Ooh, attack of opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely try.
And me.
and me. Whereabouts do you think you are, Kitty? Do you think you're like quite close? Because you were at the altar. Weren't you?
I kind of went I stepped back kind of behind Marionette.
I'd say you like
Mummy, help.
Shield, please.
there's like a 5-foot gap in between you. Is what I'd say.
Yeah.
There is
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
moment, so
yeah.
10 foot
Yeah.
away. That's fine. Just so you're aware. But they're not close enough where you would get an attack opportunity for this. I'm afraid.
That's all right. It's all right.
I've got an 18.
18. And what about Marcus?
I got 18 as well.
Hey, look at us!
Actually,
Funny, you can
18.
both roll some damage then, please. Whatever
better.
way
Do
you
a divine smite on my attack of opportunity.
No, because you have to cast it first, I believe. Is it a bonus action? No.
It's usually when you hit. I think 2024 is as a bonus action.
Yeah.
But we're
I'll
technically
find
still
it.
in 5e, so I believe it's when you hit a creature with a melee attack.
You can
Yes.
choose to.
You
do
can choose to
it.
pump spice into it.
Yes.
I choose.
Do that.
I choose.
I choose. So
I
let's
got
do yours first.
9 points of piercing,
Yeah.
plus that 1 extra blood damage,
10.
making it a tasty 10.
Take me 10. You get much more of a sort of central.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
starting to.
Do we think all of that goes through, or are they resistant to blood damage?
Yes.
We think all of it goes through.
He seems affected like anyone else would be.
Nice.
Good.
Good.
Checking those resistances.
So this creature is undead. So Divine Smite probably would do some extra damage, I believe.
Extra D8 against undead, but that could just be regular DD. I don't know if the Bloodpunk campaign setting is different. It's not my GM seat to sit
You
there and
haven't got
Is
dictate.
it a specific kind of smite, Alex? I can't remember. You guys-
Divine.
Fuck you.
Oh, I was so hoping and you did not
I
disappoint.
can't remember if you had like a vampire smite thing. Like
I don't think so. I think she's divine.
Alright.
Um,
What did you get?
Why are you rolling D4s?
They're not D4s, they're D8s.
That's my count. 5. The D8. Oh, that's a D4.
And so is that
Yeah.
one.
Twat.
So when I say why are you
I
rolling
couldn't see
D4s,
those ones.
Technically,
Bear
2
with.
d4s make a d8.
Yeah.
let's not do that. There you go.
Thanks, I need to. So it was.
Lovely.
Wonderful.
Go sit back and enjoy that with a
Very
cup of
nice.
tea.
28 damage.
Damn!
Stay down, bitch.
Damn, Daniel!
Thanks, buddy.
That's all right. I love you.
Me too. Who's yours?
No.
No.
Just giving them away now.
That
Same. We have the same.
is a big hit. You can
Spell.
feel
Yeah.
like your weapon just went through like
Yeah.
butter. Like just made this massive wound on his back as you try to hit him on his way past. He's certainly still up, but you've dealt a great wound.
As a bonus action.
Yeah,
This is a
this is a
reaction,
Oh, of
reaction.
course
Map
it
out.
is. Oh, not even on the go.
So
Paladin's
yes,
getting loads of shit.
can't do anything else, but he will reach directly next to you, Fear.
Fucking blunderbuss is out.
Just so you know.
He's running into
Turns
that.
around.
Kitty, you are up.
Kitty would like to fire a firebolt at it. Just
Firebolt?
yeet some flame.
Get on it.
Set it on fire.
Was it the insult in here? It's like, I didn't ask how big the room was, I said, fuck off. Deck of many insults from Loki
12
Battle.
does not hit, I'm assuming.
Oh, I'm really sorry, but no,
That's
it does
all right.
not hit.
She just hits the
Just
altar instead, I
Like
guess.
back wall or
Yeah.
something where he deflects with a
Yeah.
shield. Yeah.
God damn it.
Is there a bonus action move? Anything?
Because it's gone towards Fear, so Fear was by the
Yes.
door. I think she'll stay where she is.
Okay.
I can't really. I think at the moment I'm just gonna
Take it easy.
take the L on that one.
Take the
Yeah.
Have you got a meta magic that'll let you do anything?
I do, but I don't know if I want to.
Hold off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've got to spend a sorcery point, and I don't really
Resource
think this
management.
is
Fair enough.
that. I mean, Marcus is pretty,
That's fair.
yeeted him a bit.
Keeping
so.
your resources.
Yeah, yeah.
Smart.
In that case,
I also.
Marcus.
So after missing and then taking a hit and then smacking it, I'm just going to say, oh, it's time.
As time stops for a moment as Marcus thinks of something to say.
Pick a card anytime. Go shuffle them up because obviously we know what happened last.
Okay.
Come on then, it's got to be good.
It's got to be way out of context, isn't it? You've more faces than a mimic that specializes in clocks. There.
That showed you.
And then, yeah, I'll just...
I tell you what, you can roll me an intimidation check.
Yeah?
Just, I want to see.
Because we know so much about this undead's
It's a roll high.
personality trait.
I think we'll have to pull this on the start of our turns,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You say I have to roll high. 23.
You said I don't know, hi, Jack.
In their original life, they died by a mimic.
Yeah, oh, psychic damage.
2d20 psychic
They
damage.
look like they're about to like just go in for the kill with fear. And he just kind of like,
That's glasses.
you can see him like turn his head towards you, but like behind you,
Yeah.
and you can see this like furrowed brow. He's like, what the f-? And he's distracted.
Cool.
I'm gonna say he's got -2 to his attack.
Sweet.
Next time.
I'm just going to go in with my long sword. Ooh. That's a 25 to hit.
Fucking hell, it is, yeah.
No, that's fucking... D10.
28, mate.
Yeah, please. I won't use my Divine Smite. I think I saved my spell slots. That is a 9 damage.
Have you been adding your +1 to damage as well?
Yes.
Good boy.
Boy.
Thank you.
You score another good hit.
Oh,
It's still up, but
as a bonus action, cast Compelled Duel. So
please tell me what Compelled Duel does.
The caster can use the spell to compel a creature they can see within 30 feet to make a wisdom saving throw. If the target fails the save, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against other creatures and can't move more than 30 feet away from the caster.
What's the DC?
Don't say.
It'll be your spell
Plus
save
D.
DC
Yeah,
that I
spell
found
save.
before.
8 plus proficiency
So,
plus your key ability.
Have you got? I
modifier.
think we wrote it down somewhere, didn't we?
Is it 21?
Before. I don't think it's 21.
No.
I think it's 13.
8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your...
Actually 13.
13.
13.
Thanks.
Same
It
as
goes
mine.
through. It goes through. You feel it connect.
Cool.
They certainly feel compelled to duel with you, Marcus.
So disadvantage on all attacks against other creatures.
Except you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still worked.
No, that's fine.
It's still like a...
Yeah. Okay, cool. That definitely goes through. You can feel it, like he's like kind of turning around now, just like disregarding here, and he's like, "You're next," kind of thing. He's giving you that look. Anything else on your turn? You've moved, done your attack, bonus action. So I'd say it's probably you.
I don't think I've moved.
You had to move to get up to him. I'll just say.
He ran up to me.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. So I'm still within melee.
You are now within melee. Yeah. Marionette.
Deck, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I just take from the top?
That's for sure.
It got shuffled, so loosely.
Taking a tip off of Marcus. You couldn't pour water out of a boot if the instructions were on the heel.
Are you got anything special that you can do with that, or is it just?
I mean, TJ could, but I'm not TJ now. I'm just following suit.
Okay. Yeah.
Marionette is amped. She's had a body, and now she's got a new body. Things are cool. She's excited.
TJ?
This blood is still whirring
Yes,
around
it is.
her.
Whirring around.
And I think I'm just gonna, fast as fuck, boy, get up into melee.
Nice. Just fast.
You're fast. And I'm just gonna try a little rapier again.
All right. Attack roll.
Ooh, it's bad. 7.
There we go. Should be back in.
Hello. We're back.
It happened just then. Yaz caught it, so...
Not sure what happened. Somehow things got turned off. I have not moved. I didn't budge any cables.
Sweet.
Where were
We're all
we?
good.
Yeah.
They just scored a crit.
This was a crit. Yes, indeed. I'm trying to work out how much poison damage it was. It was at least 12 poison damage. It's half to 6.
Cool.
But It was 9. So there's also 13 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
As they score a massive hit on you. And that's from the first attack.
Okay.
That's another nat 20.
Oh my god.
Yes!
I'm not even fucking joking. It's
Oh,
like,
That's awesome.
shit.
I fucking did.
how much health you got left?
3.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna roll it. It's yeah.
What's
Minimum,
that?
minimum is
Shit.
more than that.
What's their max though? I know we're doing like the
Yeah,
max and then roll again, yeah?
Yeah.
Is Marcus fucking gone?
Possibly.
Max, if they rolled higher than max on their other roll as well, would be 34.
Yeah. I think I'm out.
What's your max hit points?
30.
Shit. I got stuff. It's fine.
But only if they roll max.
No one ever really
So they have to
does.
max it and roll that total.
Yeah.
But then he also has resistance, therefore, no, he can't max you out.
Yeah.
No, you're
So
right.
you're fine. You're just down.
Okay.
Doing too well.
You've cast this compelled duel on him, and he's going straight for you, and he's going all out.
Anytime, guys.
And as you're going into this fight, you can immediately tell that there's a lot of skill to this dude. He's just weaving it, ducking it under your attacks, and he scores one under your armpit, and he scores another one inside of your torso, and you're instantly just
Dead.
It fucking hurts. So you just fall to the ground, and you're unconscious.
Okay.
That's their turn.
Well,
Don't let them hit you, Marcus. Oh,
Too late.
Kitty, it looks like he's also been brutally murdered.
Now's not the time, Fear.
I know we can talk about it. Hashtag relate. Kitty is going to magic missile because it hits. She kind of summons. It's like the blood kind of warps around her fingers, and they kind of form these blood darts. Quite drippy, quite
Nice.
drippy things.
I like it.
So yeah, it's a 3 darts. 1d4 plus 1. So well, 3d4 plus 1. That is
Come to see the
2,
Tig old biddies.
6, 10 damage.
10 damage.
It's good.
What kind of damage is it?
Voice.
Is it
Magical force.
Force.
Darts of magical force. Yeah.
It's magic missile, yeah?
Yeah.
Should be
yeah,
force damage. Should be.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, force damage. Yeah. Sorry.
How do you kill
Oh.
this Crimson Monk?
Can I have a
as
deck of
he's
any
just taken out
insults,
Marcus?
Feel free to shuffle it up. I've taken the ones out so far.
I'll just go from the top. Yeah, as I kind of throw these dripping darts, Kitty very confidently says, I have clearly misjudged you, darling. I had you down as a liar, not a twat.
Apt.
Bam!
I think maybe it's like 2 of these darts or something
Meow.
hit his throat, and he just kind of looks at you like
I said what I said.
doesn't know what to make of it, and it just falls forward flat on his face. And the shield, it just dissipates. And the prayer beads are still there. Dagger just scattered across the floor, but dead. As we come out, well, not out of initiative because Marcus is
We're still in initiative.
unconscious.
Oh yeah,
Do I need to make a destiny?
Well, yeah, it will be your turn next. So yes,
D20.
D20.
Fail.
So 1 failed death save. Next up is Marionette.
I'm going to run over to Marcus.
Yeah.
I am going to cast Restore Lifeless Body. So I'm going to just CPRing it.
Okay.
There's like some ribs cracking in there now.
Yeah.
So you get hit points equal to 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Nice.
And it only works on unknown constructs. So wow. Do you know what, actually, because he's so dead, I'm going to do this at 2nd level. So this will be 2d8. 3, 9, 14 points of healing.
Oh, thank you very much.
Very good.
That's very nice.
In that case, we are out of initiative.
Can I immediately do lay on hands on myself?
Oh, you may, absolutely.
What was my
Marcus,
pool
don't
again?
touch yourself.
And for that image, you have yourself to blame. So what was my pool? 15? Or did I just pull that out?
It'd be 20 now because you're
20. Okay, I'll give myself 16. Takes me to my max.
Do it.
Do it.
You have 4 left.
Cool.
Until your next long.
Oh, guys, what's the bullet?
Take a kip in a crypt.
Thank you, Maddie.
You're very welcome, Marcus. Don't do that again. Let's not make that a habit.
Nothing else seems to be moving now. There's no one else is coming to join the fight.
Can I pick up the prayer beads?
You certainly can.
I'll have a little closer look at them.
They are these kind of like wooden little balls on a string, but there's a little symbol. Not like anyone. I know where your mind's going. But there is.
You know where the beads are going.
They're not anal beads! They're not anal beads!
They're not!
That's what the monks' dying words were. They're not anal beads. They're not anal beads.
There's a slightly larger disc as a central piece.
Flared base.
So the quicker people laugh there are the people who know what that means.
Yes. It has the symbol of the founder on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I inspect the dagger?
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Is that a dagger?
very deadly dagger, and it's not like just a very small, simple one. It's got this kind of curved kind of blade to it. I mean, you've been at the receiving end of it. That thing was fucking deadly. But
Some sort of
upon inspection, it certainly seems just a very standard dagger. I'll say it's a +1 dagger.
Okay.
Could I do like a history check to see if I know anything about this like monk's order?
Yeah, you can roll me.
While you do that, he's just like a whir of red and black just from the ceiling, and I will just check him for a key for that door.
Okay.
a good idea.
You can roll investigation.
That's a 10.
10.
Rolling like shite today.
11.
I think you both come up short.
Compared to marionettes, yes. Now
I'm very tall.
There is no
get in
key.
the fountain.
There is no key upon the body. Yeah, I think, Kitty, you're not really sure of the origins of these monks. You can piece a couple of things together from maybe some of the stuff they're wearing, but along with the prayer beads, having the founder's inscription on it. You would imagine maybe they're religious in some way in connection with the founder. You're not sure why they're still here, why they're undead, you don't know. But in this room, you are all left alone now. Once again.
Well, should we check the other door?
Do you want me to unlock this one? Just like opens his cloak
Go
to
for
it.
it.
Would anybody like a dagger?
I wouldn't say no.
Gives you a dagger.
Oh no, Faye, do you need it? You do a lot of daggy stabs.
Mechanically, I already have a +1 dagger.
Oh, fine, I'll have it then.
Yeah, you can give it to him. He'll take it, but
No, I'll have it.
He like you look at him. He's kitted out. He's
Cool.
pretty good.
+1
pretty
dagger
geared up.
for Marion.
I will lockpick the door.
Go for it.
Need a back. No.
There we go. Dex plus proficiency, yeah?
Yep.
Still at +2 for level 4. Is that right?
+2 for what?
Proficiency.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Doesn't change
that's
until 5.
a 26.
Yeah. Very deftly, you just get your lockpicks out, and you can immediately see the kind of lock it is, and you know exactly how to flick those pins up, and you unlock it, and it opens the door. You are greeted by another corridor that seems to go towards the left, but immediately in front of you is a door, and then further down to the corridor to the left is another door in the same sort of direction.
Do you want to open up the other door just to see if it's like a room or another corridor?
I think we should.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
Wanders across to it. Guess that's my job. Opens the door.
Well, you did assign
door
yourself.
guy.
Good mind.
To make sure you're opening the door that is in that monk room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know when you like go around the dungeon, you open everything, just have a look. You like corridor or room,
Yeah.
room then corridor. Before we end up in a cutscene and not being able to go back.
Skip.
You see, you've got quite a small room. It's a 15 by 20 foot room. There are 4 tombs in here that kind of stood up against the wall. There is something inscribed above all of these tombs, but it's in a language you might not know. If anyone knows Old Common...
Me! I've been waiting for this!
Dark vision!
You can make out
Reading.
the words. I'm assuming you can't read Old Common.
I haven't even checked.
I don't
They got
think I
excited and I was like, cool, you got
Read
it.
Common, Infernal, and
I don't think Fear would.
Elvish.
I'll say they probably don't then, Fear.
Yeah.
Just fuck it off.
Yeah.
Kill.
In all fairness, he's too young.
Oh,
Fair.
baby.
So, Kitty, Marinette, you just kind of have a little look up above these tombs. And you can read, reserved for the bravest of souls who sacrificed their lives to bear witness to the last moments of a true king.
Ooh.
That's us, right? Oh, I'm not here. I can't read that. What's it say, Mum?
Well, dear, it says this.
The only
Looking
thing
down on you.
The only thing I would say is that these tombs are not sealed. They have been broken into.
Ooh.
The tombs are empty.
So we can actually see that, like, we can just be like, open it and be like, oh!
It's like the lid on these front are very much been cracked. And you would imagine to crack stone that is this thick would take some immense force. But it has just been burst open and there's no body inside.
And they've been cracked from the inside or the
yeah.
outside?
You can make an investigation check.
Can I do that as well?
Can
Because
we
that's
all-
also my question.
If you wish. Yes.
Investigation.
Thank
Yes, please.
you, dice.
15?
24.
Lovely.
4.
4. I say, Marcus, you're not really sure. I think maybe you're still trying to read that thing that's on top. Is it Elvish? Is it? No. But these, Kitty Marinette, you can clearly see. I'll just make sure I get my facts right.
Jimmy the Fist.
Looks like his handiwork.
Broken from the inside out.
Ooh.
Are these the kind of people that maybe have a weapon, some armour, a book?
Could it be a monk of sorts?
You wouldn't know because they're empty. I will say that.
Anything else in this room?
There's nothing else in the room apart from that. One other door.
I'll check the door then!
There's a lot of doors in this place. Okay.
That door's this bloody campaign.
Come on, doorman.
This one is not locked.
Don't know what I'm rolling.
This
Bolt the door.
is a very dull room. You
My God, it's dull in here.
you open it up and you can instantly tell this room hasn't been sort of touched in years. Dust is just thick and unkempt. It looks like it hasn't been used in decades. There's an empty table, a cupboard full of Kanrath silver, kitchenware, a small kitchenette, a few couches, and there are a few barrels next to the kitchenette. But you can, even with your heightened senses as a vampire, rotten meat, food, that kind of thing.
What a strange place for a kitchen.
I imagine there are, or were, living
Custodians.
custodians, not cattle.
Good.
I will look for any secret rooms. That's not bad, Mo. Can I investigate the room, by the way? Just throwing dice in my tray.
Sure.
18. Secret shit.
There's nothing in this room. You instantly tell that it's just not been touched. Nothing is here. But someone clearly, or some people, clearly lived in this space at some point. You find another door to the far right corner of this room.
Right here.
This one is locked.
Oh.
Lockpicks.
You can roll it.
Ooh. 19.
It opens. Again,
It's actually an 18. Pretty
most of these doors are like looking quite the same. You know one lock. You probably know this one too. And
I'll
you
get
just
the
do the
gun
same
out.
thing again.
Housekeeping.
Maintenance.
So this is another tomb.
Another one.
Another tomb. Who'd have thought in a crypt?
In a crypt.
Oh, Christ.
Bloody hell.
In the kitchen crypt
In
tomb.
the kitchen tomb crypt of the great sun rising.
Hey. That's my creed.
Mark's just in the corner of the kitchen, like, yeah.
It's my greed.
But Mark is fast.
That's just all, boy.
Okay. There is one tomb in here. It's not for multiple people. This room is a lot larger. This is about sort of 35 foot by 30 foot. So slightly rectangular, but immediately on the left wall as you're entering.
A door.
No,
Oh.
is where this tomb is, but it's open. But there's a body there. They look like they've been dead for a long time. You can see, although you can tell that they've been dead for a long time, they still have a lot of their personal features about them. They're wearing this like rusty old breastplate. You can see there's still some remnants of brown mutton chops, and a mustache, and there's some very short hair that looks sort of extremely unhealthy and kind of unkempt. You can see above this tomb is a portrait of the founder.
You don't look like your picture. Bloody catfish.
Do you all enter this room?
Oh, yeah.
I will take the lead.
You hear a voice that
Get out!
it has no source. It's just kind of just hear it in your minds almost. I can't let any more intruders defile this place. Leave or feel my wrath.
It's us, bruh.
Before you go doing that, we are literally here because of the founder. We are not intruders. I don't know if you can check our blood, but I am bored of wasting ammo on underlings like you.
Can we hold up the letter?
God, we've got a letter.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, no.
Creed.
Got to know we're
You
allowed to
absolutely
be
can.
here.
Yes. The body doesn't seem to move or anything yet at this point. But
Not here to defile. We are here actually to investigate that, I think.
leave.
No! He like looks at you and he's like, yes. Just fucking, oh.
I'm a new automaton.
The monk's dead. We will do the same to you.
The body does then start to move.
Cool, gun it.
It starts stomping outside of this tomb, and from where you couldn't see before, as this great sword just brings it out and looks at you and is like, "Well then, the fight it is." And then we'll go into that next.
Here we go again.
I'm glad I did lay on hands.
These guys are going to die. These guys
Again.
are all going to die.
No.
Who's going to?
Not us, them. We are going to
Marcus might die
murder
again.
Yeah.
It's their own fault.
Thank you all for joining. If you're still here, blah blah blah.
Thanks for watching. If you're here, blah blah blah.
Thanks for watching or whatever.
Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's awesome. And be fucking episode 10 next time. Which will be awesome.
Double digits.
The VOD will be on YouTube. And I hope you all have a great time.
Do you know what's quite fun?
What?
I've just realised today's episode of the Monster Manual was episode 60.
Yeah.
The next episode of this is episode 10,
Yeah.
and the next episode of Starfinder is episode 60.
as well.
Ah, look at that.
It's all happening at once.
Miniversaries.
Mini-versaries.
Aw.
Yeah, very
That
nice.
was lovely.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we'll be back again in 2 weeks' time for Bloodpunk. But if you want to see any more of us, we're back on Monday.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Some more Starfinder.
Whatever.
Or whatever, yeah.
Be there, don't be there.
If you want us, you know.
I can.
You're doing
No.
like
No.
Will.
Not this
No,
Thursday.
I'm afraid
No.
Like
Well,
has been cancelled for this.
Not
this
forever.
Not-
Just
no.
this month.
Not forever, but for this month, unfortunately.
Nah, I'm done.
Certain things have happened and we cannot go ahead with it. But.
Jack killed a man.
I'm sorry?
Oh, go ahead. He said certain things have happened. Yeah, Jack killed a man.
Kill him.
So I
Oh,
got
I know
go
you're right,
ahead.
did you? Yeah. Should have been me. Should have been me. So, I'll see you all later. I'll see you next time.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye.